to Enkhuizen. I don't know if you know Enkhuizen.
Oh, yeah, like in Netherlands, you mean, right?
Yeah, the Netherlands, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, nice. So,
You speak Dutch or English or?
my Dutch is very.
Beetje, let's say
Een
here.
beetje,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Een beetje Nederlands praten.
Nice.
English, please. So,
Yes, English,
anyway,
okay.
the people who follow me are English. Nobody's here yet, but they'll join. So,
Yeah.
I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Yes, okay.
How do you feel about animals?
I love animals. Look, I have a dog. This is my dog. She called
cutie.
Diva. Is her name.
Diva?
That's her name. Yes.
Yeah, how do you feel about Diva?
I love Diva. It's,
You love Diva.
I love this dog. Yes, I love it very much.
Do you think Diva has a personality?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like, let me put it this way: if we got the same dog as Diva, the same breed, do you think they would be different from Diva or the same?
No, I think all dogs have a different personality. Yes,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
so. Yeah.
Do you think that behind those eyes is there somebody, or is it just like?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think every kind of animal is special made, and they all have their own character. Yes.
Yeah. Do you think does Diva deserve to be enslaved?
No, I don't think so. No.
So Diva should have the right to not be enslaved, right?
I think if a person takes good care of her, I think it's okay. Yes, but I think it's important to look to the people who take care of her. That they
What
are
does good care
capable.
mean? Do you think good care means looking after her interests, or good care would mean looking after the person who's doing?
I think you take good care of her if she has a nice home, good food, normal food,
Yeah.
and if you treat her with love, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that you can treat animals with love while at the same time exploit them?
Sorry, can you say exploit in another word? I'm not good.
Yeah,
not
sure.
good in English.
So
Yeah.
exploiting means using them unfairly, or in other
Oh
words.
no, I don't think so. No.
No, you don't think so. Okay. Do you think that this applies to all animals or just dogs?
I think I think all animals. Yes.
All animals, right? Right.
Do you eat meat or
No,
you're
no.
vegetarian?
No, that's exactly
And you
it.
like that? You're vegetarian.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
real?
actually vegan. I'm not vegetarian.
Oh,
But
yes,
like,
okay.
and that's exactly the next thing that I want to talk about. What about these animals that we force into slaughterhouses? The cows, the chickens, the pigs. Don't you think they deserve also to not be exploited?
That's a good question. I think. Well, I have to think about it one. I have to think, okay? Because in Dutch I can say I can express my words better than in English, so
Yeah.
I have to think about.
But let me ask you this: do you think that if I send Duka, was it the dog?
Sorry?
Duka the dog? What was your-
Diva.
Diva. Sorry.
Yeah.
If I send Diva to a slaughterhouse, do you think that Diva will feel differently than if I send the pig to a slaughterhouse?
No, I think they all feel the same.
They
Yeah.
all feel the same,
Yeah.
right? And do you think that it's bad to send a dog to a slaughterhouse because of how we feel about dogs, or because of how they would feel there?
I think about they feel there. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
shouldn't that automatically mean that it should be bad to send all other animals to slaughterhouses?
Yeah. I have to. I know what you mean. I think they have a personality too, but yeah. I eat chicken.
of course.
I go to the gym, that's why I eat chicken.
But you can build muscle without
Yeah.
on plant-based diet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you live here in the Netherlands. You have so many alternatives now here.
Yeah, that's true. I think they have good sources of nutrition in it. I think, but I understand what you mean of the personality. I don't think.
But if a dog would be a good source of
No,
chicken, anytime.
no, not for the dog. No, because because of the.
So do you think that it's possible that the reason why you pay for chickens and all these other animals is because you were taught to do this? Like somebody told you, somebody put you in these situations, right? As a child, maybe your parents did. You've been eating these animals without even thinking about it. But if you think about it now, is there really any difference between them that would justify the violence that we give to them?
No, I don't believe in violence. That's not a good option.
Yeah.
Look, I think it's okay if you eat some meat or such things, but I
But
think
doesn't that imply violence?
no, I think it's important the way how you kill the animals.
Can you kill an animal without violence?
I think you can kill animal, but not a long way of suffering. I think.
Yeah, but would that be okay if I did it to a dog? If I would kill them without suffering?
No, no, because it's your pet. It's your
Maybe they're not a pet. Maybe I just specifically brought them to life to kill them.
Yeah. No, that's a good question. Yeah, I think, yeah. Which animals do you think they have a great personality? What kind of animals?
I think all the animals that we use for food, for clothing, for
Yeah,
entertainment, all of them have a personality. All of them are individuals who we
yeah,
should not be killing because, it's wrong to kill individuals, right? That's what we know. It's wrong
yeah,
to they're the same. They feel, they have emotions, they think. So
yeah,
us killing them would be just as bad as us killing a dog or even as human because they all think, they all feel, they all,
yeah,
have a preference for life.
yeah. I understand what you mean. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You give me stuff to think about. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
do you think that you have some responsibility in the matter, right, for all of this? For
Yeah, I
these
think
animals
so.
being
Yeah.
sent to slaughterhouse. So I'll just give you one card and then the final question. How many more animals should be exploited for you from now on? Should we send?
Exploit. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good question. Yeah,
How many do you wish for?
Zero.
No, I think it's not good if animals suffer.
Yeah.
That's very important. I think. I think they have good nutrition, and I think it's yeah. I don't think it's bad to eat no meat. I think it has some good.
But if you don't need to eat it, why would it be good to kill an animal?
Yeah, I understand. What you
Regardless
mean.
of how you do it.
Yeah, yeah. No, I understand what you mean. Yeah. I
Okay,
think,
let me give you a
I
card.
will look to your card.
So, how about this? Watch Dominion. If you scan this QR code, it appears on top. Can you promise
Yeah.
me you'll do that?
I will look to it. Yes.
Okay, and then until then, can you do this commitment and until you watch Dominion that you don't consume any animal products, just so that you know what? Because you'll see when you watch Dominion, maybe you won't be part of it anymore. Okay?
I will look for it. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
so much.
Yes, have a nice
good
day.
one. Cheers. You also have my YouTube channel there.
Yes.
Hello everyone. Hello. Yeah, I'm live, and look at this who's live. You want to come here and? This
What's up? I'm like on my other mic. Ben. Navia.
It's
Martin.
blurry. Yeah, again, my phone is acting
Berta.
up again. Video quality.
Let's go. How's it going, guys?
Oh, okay. Wait. I
Smash-
gotta reply. I gotta. I'm back. I'm back. Can you hear me now? Can you guys see me okay? Perfect. Okay. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like my phone, as I said, it's on its last leg, so what can we do? David is also setting up his stream there. Here he is, setting up his stream, looking all professional and shit. Sorry for the language. Stuff.
Ask Chip all the questions you can ask right now. Smash like, hit subscribe, tell all your friends.
Two
Get
streams.
active for the animals. Am I too loud? Am I
streams.
too loud?
No, so you're good. Hey Martin.
Yes, 2 streams. We need 10 streams, 20 of them. Hey Pia, how you doing? Nice to see you, Gray. How you doing, Chase? Oh, we got
Chase
a
is
load
here.
to plant.
Yeah.
Vegan plant. We got a whole load of people in. I don't
A
even
lot
know
of
if I
cool
should
people.
go live. You got all the greats on there.
You want to be here? We can do it.
I mean, I could do it here. I just can't do it as good as you can do it.
Of course you can. We all know he can. Let's
Not as good as him.
Let's get
You
somebody.
got the question. I just go straight to the punch. Like,
Let's see that. Hold this.
all right. Should I? Should I just forget about mine?
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow. We're gonna do it with yours tomorrow. Let's do it today on mine, tomorrow on yours, so that we can
Uh-oh.
send everybody tomorrow to yours.
Hey Felix, how you doing, man? Okay, vegan. Oh my gosh, we just got a whole house load of great activists here. We're just in beautiful Amsterdam here, just setting that up a little bit better, and we're
Is that the
gonna.
mic?
I think so. Yeah, pretty sure.
Can you guys hear me louder now?
Yeah, that's the mic.
That's the mic. Okay.
That's the mic. I gotta reshift here now.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna get somebody to stop, and then we'll have one conversation me, one conversation you. I already had one conversation, so you're next. Good audio.
What's happening, guys? Have you smashed like? Have you subscribed? Have you shared with all your friends?
Stoned Raider said, "Hey guys, I went vegan." Fuck yeah, man.
That's right.
Love
You
it.
did.
That is
Time.
amazing.
You know
Awesome.
the next step, right, Stone Raider? It's time to get out there.
Next step is to get active, yeah. But you know,
More or
settle.
less fighting.
Let them settle in if
Yeah,
they just
that's
got
true.
it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Und die machen so Analogien wie zum Beispiel, stell dir vor, du hast irgendwas.
What do you say? What did you say to me?
Nothing.
I know.
You guys want to try a social experiment? God forbid they try something new. I'm kidding. No, I don't want to be big today. I want to be nice to people today.
Nice today?
Nice, yeah. Today
Is
is
that
a
because
nice
I'm
day.
here? Because I'm Canadian, eh?
Yeah, you're Canadian, and also too gotta be nice to people. Go power vegans. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go.
Do you maybe want to hold a sign? I noticed that when I was with Jade, there was way more success when she held a sign than when I did.
I feel like people like when I hold the sign.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's okay, man. You do the outreach. It's fine.
I'm not do the outreach. So you're gonna
I'm
do
on
the
2
outreach
hours
next.
sleep, by the way.
I'm just gonna be. You see, you hold the sign. Well, David's holding the sign. You're gonna be seeing me. You guys want to try an experiment? We ask you some questions, get you to think. Say it again.
No comment.
No comment.
There we go, man.
Wait. Are you sure it's no comment? Because this says animal abuse should be legal. Are you sure you have?
Animal abuse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
Yeah,
Who's
let's
saying
legalize animal abuse.
I just
That's
think
why
we
we're here.
should.
that? In what way are we legalizing that?
Why wouldn't we legalize it?
Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay.
So, like, there's an idea of putting.
So making it legal.
Yeah, making it legal.
Oh, right,
To
okay.
abuse animals. What do you think?
Okay.
You agree?
No, not really.
Why?
Why? It's a
Yeah.
good
Why?
question.
Why?
I think you just say something about our society if we legalise animal abuse.
Yeah.
That's it.
Would you say there's like a reason why? Like, maybe from the animal's point of view?
Probably the animals don't have that much to say about it, so maybe we just need to speak on their behalf.
Oh wow. Yeah. Okay. And so, like.
Is that it, guys?
Well, no, I do like that, actually. You got me thinking, because I thought, you know, since most people do abuse and
Most
use.
people abuse.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
If you think about it, like our food system, for example.
Okay.
Right, like
That way.
cows,
Okay.
pigs, you know,
Okay.
chicken. Who cares, right? What do you think? Should we be able to abuse them?
I don't think we should abuse them, but I think we've got to just show some element of humanity, I guess. Even when you're killing them, you need to kill them humanly.
Oh, okay.
You know, some sort of
So-
humane action, you know.
So how does that look? So how does it look to humanely put a pig into a gas chamber? What do you think? Is that humane?
If you kind of non-meat sensitive, then it's done for food, probably.
How would you do it? How would you like humanely kill pig? Pig's right here in front of you. You're just like,
I'd do it quick.
yeah?
Yeah.
How?
show you?
Yeah, of course, show me,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
This is very quick. This was quickly done.
Okay.
Could you do that? Would you want to do that? Let's say you had the choice not to do it.
If I had the choice not to do it, I probably would do it that way.
Would you?
Is this being stunned first at all? Is it like
Yeah.
Yeah, they're stunned, and then this is halal actually. So it's
that's
not-
halal. Yeah, well,
but,
yeah.
this is stunned, and then
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I guess because
like-
I guess it's because we never see that. We don't think about it, and we think, oh, you know, I mean, like, you know, at least I've got
Yeah.
children, and we think that all our chickens come out of.
Well, it's a beautiful thing. It's portrayed in a beautiful way, isn't it?
Exactly
Like this
right.
beautiful
Yeah.
artwork that you're going to go into the supermarket.
Yeah.
It's
It's
crafted
seasoned.
for you.
Yeah,
It,
it's
do- it
seasoned,
doesn't
it's
talk
ready to
about
go.
the disease
No,
or
no.
the living conditions.
No, that's right. Well, my wife, we only eat organic, so
Oh.
we're under the assumption as well that that's humanely
Well,
done. And the
I notice how you
animal
use
is-
the word assumption, though.
Yeah.
Are you assuming that somehow organic
I don't
is...
make assumptions about that. I just think I just think you know, so, organic is just a label.
I get
you
it.
know?
You're trying to be like a good Samaritan by potentially putting them in a better situation. But
Yeah.
but wouldn't the ultimate situation be to not put them in that situation at all?
Ultimately, yes, but to some degree, I also
Well-
think that we're also carnivorous by nature.
Carnivorous by
Yeah, I
nature.
do. I think we are,
Yeah.
and I think that probably being
Think about that picture again. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Does this make you feel hungry? When
Does-
you see it?
It doesn't, but
Because you're not
Yeah,
carnivorous.
yeah.
but
So-
no.
So let's move back. Let's move back.
Okay, okay, yeah, go on then.
So you mentioned like ideally, probably it would be best not to do it, right? So
Not in that way.
so you're going to like a certain way. So
Yeah.
let's say they live a perfect life.
Yeah.
They live, an extended life, which it's impossible. They don't. But let's pretend they do.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's okay to take their life if you have alternatives? Do you not think that we could choose the alternatives instead?
I think we have alternatives and we can choose, and people have the right to choose that.
Yeah, of course.
But I still think that some people may not have that choice.
Right, but let's
And,
talk about
and some of us decide not to take that choice because as I said, some of us feel that we are carnivorous and
Yeah.
eating meat
well,
is
let's
probably
go
some
back to
things
like
that
the
we
necessity.
do.
Let's
Yeah,
go back
okay,
to the
okay,
necessity
okay,
part.
Okay.
Either like this is the way I look at it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's either necessary
Yeah.
or it's not.
Okay.
And I think we work backwards from there.
Okay,
Right?
okay.
So either we have to take their life
Yeah.
or we don't have to take their life.
Yeah, yeah.
And if we have to take their life, then I could almost understand your points.
Yeah.
But you were even saying that it's not necessary, right? Would you agree it's not necessary?
We have choice, but some people probably don't have the choices that we do. So, for example,
Yeah, but what about you, right?
Me?
Yeah.
I
you
choose.
know, you're in Amsterdam.
Sure, listen.
you have the
I choose to
choice,
be
right?
carnivorous, right? That's my choice, and that's what I do
Right.
because I think I'm kind of innately carnivorous. But some people choose not to be because they're vegetarians or vegans. Well, that's fine. They have a choice. They have a choice, and they leave that choice out.
So we were talking about this earlier about should we abuse animals or not,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you agreed that we shouldn't.
Correct.
And then I flipped the species around, right?
Yeah.
So it just depends on the type of animal. Is that what you're saying?
No, I just think that we can do things humanely because if we decide that we are going to be carnivorous or whatever, we have the choice to do things. If we're gonna slaughter, then we do that in a humane or if that's the right word.
Let me ask you
know?
this. So
Yeah,
humane,
cool.
Humane means
Yeah.
compassionate and benevolent.
Yes.
Do you think is there any way that you can kill somebody humanely with benevolence, like with compassion and benevolence?
Somebody or something.
Do you think animals are a thing?
I don't think there's somebody.
They're
if
not
you like,
somebody.
not like a person is. So
Do you think an animal has a personality?
yeah, I believe some animals probably do
Do you
have
think that
personalities.
behind their eyes is
Yeah.
there somebody who thinks, who has emotions?
Probably, yeah.
So they're more of a somebody than a something, aren't they?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you could say
Yeah.
a rock is a something, right?
Yeah.
Whereas they're individuals who can feel pain, who can suffer.
You're saying that, they're saying,
Do you wanna-
us-
do you wanna-
No, I don't want to go on live. Us as humans, like you would probably say we're
Yeah.
species as well.
Yeah.
Other species are saying like lions, they would kill other species. That's not being abusive. That's just their act of survival.
Yeah,
Us
so-
killing other animals for our act of survival.
But let's go to-
rabbits eat
Sure.
because they're not going
Sure.
to eat any meat, but we're carnivores.
So what you're saying is survival. So just so the chat's aware, what you're saying is it's a survival situation.
Survival, but if we're made to be eating something, I think that's someone's personal choice.
But do you think you were
We're not made to
told?
be eaten that, are
Yeah. Do you think you were told that you have to eat animals in order to live?
I mean, we grew up. I mean, when we go back in the ages, then we've always been eating.
Yeah, we've also done a lot of different things, right? We've done a lot of horrible things in our past,
I get
but
women
But
we
we didn't have rights for thousands of years. People of different races were enslaved for thousands of
What does
years.
that have to do with animals?
what I'm trying to say is that we as humans have done a lot of things, and we thought of them as being normal, or thought of them as being, this is how things should be like. Yet we've been doing them for thousands of years, and they weren't right. Only at some point, when activists started started.
Can you tell a lion not to eat any meat 'cause he's
But the
killing
thing
them
about the
and-
lion, is that a lion doesn't know any better. We do. A lion doesn't have any choices. We do. A lion has to eat meat because they're carnivorous. We're not. We're omnivorous. We can eat both. We can survive and be healthy on both.
So why can't everyone just have their own choices on what to do? Like,
Do you think we
But-
should have the choices to
Yeah, I
kill
thought
and eat
I thought
animals?
everyone should have free will.
Do you think we should have the choices to kill and eat animals?
Yes.
So we should be able to also kill and eat dogs, for that matter, right?
If people want to, they.
Okay. Also humans, right?
We all have free will.
Humans are also.
So let's go back to this free will thing. What about the animals' experience? Why don't they have a say in it? We can just do whatever we want to
And
them.
you could say that about a lion and zebra.
they're not
Zebra
top of the
had
food
No, but we're saying that we don't base our morality on what a lion does, right? Lions go around sniffing each other's butts. We don't go do that in society, right?
I don't know what you guys do, but.
Well, I'm just saying we don't base our morality on that. And then I just want to ask, like you had mentioned, maybe you could do it. Do you know the experience of a slaughterhouse worker?
No, no.
Can you imagine working on a line, taking lives all day long?
No, I would personally, I wouldn't want to do that. I would want
Personally, you wouldn't want to do that, right? Because you're afforded that privilege, right? You're allowed not to do that. Do you know the type of people that are working in these locations? Yeah, so they're marginalized communities, right? So it's not every child's dream to grow up to work in a slaughterhouse. In fact, if you saw, sorry, can I just
Okay, yeah.
finish?
Yeah, you
So if your child came up to you as they are right now, and they killed an animal in front of you, or they said, "Mom, Dad, I want to grow up and work in a slaughterhouse," you'd probably seek therapy for them. You'd probably ask them not to do it.
Probably not.
Probably not. Do you know the trauma that's experienced by taking lives?
I can only speak about where I live and where I come from, right? And we're from the UK,
Yeah.
and we have butchers and they
Yeah.
slaughter animals.
Yeah, and do you think-
I wouldn't think they're marginalised community. I wouldn't say they're from
Absolutely, they
marginalised
are.
community.
Absolutely. Have you been to an abattoir?
I've never been to an abattoir.
I've been. So I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian government.
Well, that's your-
and I've seen. No, I'm just going to talk about the marginalized worker experience.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So most workers, they're not college-educated people, right? They're marginalized communities. That's what this industry does. They also exploit humans. But I'm mostly here to talk about the animals.
Okay, can I
But
just-
if you can imagine what it would be like to take lives, hundreds of lives every week, do you think that does not affect someone's mentality?
As I said, we've got butchers at home that have been family-run butchers for, in fact, 50, 100 years.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say they're marginalised communities. They have a choice to do that or not.
So-
And their families have been doing that, and they've been doing that for their
So
history.
can you name like somebody that you know personally?
Our family butcher is huh?
My mates
Okay. Who's that?
The one.
Oh yeah, that we've been to football the other day. Yeah.
I don't know.
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So
they've been running a family butcher for
A
ages.
butcher takes the dead animal, like who's
Yeah,
been
that's what I was gonna get at.
who's been disskinned, who's been beheaded, and chops it into pieces for the people to buy.
Yeah.
But a person who kills the animals does not go through that. They go through seeing a scared, cute animal arriving in there. They have to put a gun through their head and cut their throat and see all that blood gushing out. Like, this is why I have these photos, because this is literally
this
how
is
it is.
normal, everyday, standard
Yep.
practice.
Like,
Imagine.
and this is the
That was
this
your
is high
child
quality
working in there.
practice, by the way, because
This is what, sorry?
this is high quality.
Oh,
practice.
right, okay,
Like
yeah,
the
yeah.
lower you
Cool.
go,
The worse it gets.
the worse it gets.
Yeah, I
And
can
it's not just
believe
bad.
that.
Like, what you're trying to say is, like, it's bad for the animals. It's bad for the.
Well,
for
death
the
is bad for
people,
anyone.
It's
Yeah,
bad for
immigrants,
everybody.
refugees, minorities. It's all these type of people that
And
are
we-
working in
and
those
we as
places.
people, like,
Yeah.
we weren't always born vegan. You know, we
Oh, so you guys are vegan.
we are vegan,
Okay.
but we're vegan for this reason, because we realize that it's wrong to do this to these animals. Like, on top of the fact that we're killing an innocent animal for something we don't need, we're also subjecting all of these other people, the environment, and everybody in this process suffers. Nobody gets, the only people who are winning out of this are the corporations, the big ones who are getting money from this. But everybody else, everybody suffers, because you know what? Red meat is typed to be carcinogenic. White meat is carcinogenic also for the gastrointestinal, and like no, like it's high in saturated fat a lot of the times. It's got cholesterol. I'm not saying you can't be healthy eating meat. You can. The most likely scenario is, though, that it won't make you healthier by eating meat or animal products. Instead, it may maintain your health that you had before. That's at best, but it will never improve it. In order to improve your health, you need to eat more plants and more plant-based products. That's how the doctors mention also.
And I agree with that, and I think that we've probably gone to the stage where we eat meat particularly for leisure, and it's become, part of our excessive part of our diet.
But isn't this bad? Isn't this bad imagining that we're oppressing animals? Like, they don't have a voice, but they think, they feel, they have emotions, they feel anxiety. They feel, they feel all this that we feel.
Yeah, like I want to go back to like.
Can I just ask a question? You've talked about giving the animal a voice. What do you expect to hear?
Well, we're their voices. We're telling you right now. They don't want to be killed for you. They don't. They don't want to be put in.
How do you know they do not want?
That they don't want to be killed for you?
Yeah.
I'm only using. Do you think logically thinking? I'm asking you right now. Do you think logically this animal wants this to happen to them?
We have foxes that run through our garden. Hold on a second.
You think humans are superior, right? Because of your intelligence.
Look.
Use your intelligence and tell me that this animal wants to be killed.
We have foxes, okay? We have foxes, right, that run through our garden. We had a pigeon the other day, okay, that smacked into our window, fell on the floor.
They did that accidentally, didn't they?
Okay,
a human who crashes their car into a pole, would you say that that human wants to die? No, they had an accident. What the fuck are we talking about? That's not the same.
But what I'm saying is the fox decides, well, listen, I've seen the pigeon, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, but we don't base our morality again on what wild animals
no,
are doing,
but
right?
what I'm suggesting there is that you said, you want to give the animals a voice.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not?
The fox doesn't give the pigeon a voice.
When
the fox acts out of instinct.
But when one second. But when I brought up that animals should be abused, your first gut instinct told you no.
I think there's levels of abuse, but that means we can still think about the way that we actually slaughter animals. We have a choice that we act ethically regards that, and I think you can do that, and I think you can actually.
Why can't you just be at zero with that?
Because as I said before, I think that I'm innately carnivorous. Just like a fox, just like a lion is carnivorous.
Do you live out in the wild?
No. But listen.
You're clothed. You're wearing a backpack. You can walk out in public. You're not fearing for your life. You're not in a survival situation.
No, that's right.
But you're choosing to take the lights out of an innocent, sentient being.
For 10 minutes of pleasure.
I'm not choosing to take the life out.
You are.
The choice is I'm deciding I'm going to eat that animal because it's already been slaughtered.
But no, but supply and demand,
yeah,
right?
you have to know
the
that.
Slaughter happened, but because you paid for that product, somebody has to slaughter another animal to replace that product.
Of course, but if the product wasn't there anyway, that in itself drives, as you said, is supply and demand.
No, if you didn't buy it anymore, they would throw away the product and they would not kill another animal.
I don't think it would work that way.
I don't think
so.
My parents had a store. What do you mean it doesn't? My parents have worked in for 35 years in supplying stores with food products. That's what they did as a job.
Do you know what would happen? We talk about supply and demand. Do you know what would happen if we stopped doing that? The price would actually escalate first and foremost.
For what?
Price for what?
Well, then why do you think that? Hold on. Why do you think though that meat buying chicken is so cheap?
Because it's subsidized.
Right. Okay.
Subsidized. It's heavily subsidized. Like for example, one pound of ground beef, for example, five quid. I don't know what you guys use. Would be about 25, 30 without the subsidies. So there is a gap there, right?
So maybe that's your choice we need to make about not subsidizing the industry.
That would be great, but
people, how can we ever do that? How can we ever talk to a representative and tell them, hey, please stop subsidizing these industries when 98% of people support these industries? Because government, the people in power, they don't do what's right. They do what people want to do. So if you want to pay for these animals, if you want animals to be killed for you, they'll say, okay, well, people want animals to be killed.
Probably they can do that because it's affordable. Meat is more affordable than fruit and vegetables, man. Believe me.
Because it's subsidized.
Exactly.
Exactly. So imagine. So use your mind.
Well,
If meat
it
wasn't
depends on the
so if you were to
the
consume
size.
plant-based products, the
you're not
subsidies
letting
would
me
no
get a
longer
word
go
in,
there.
man. So you're not letting me get a word in. So as I said, if it was not subsidized, okay, maybe that would drive the demand.
Right.
Wait, do you need meat? Do you need meat to be expensive in order for you to stop oppressing innocent animals? Do you need somebody to tell you, please don't oppress innocent? No, you're not allowed to oppress innocent animals in order for you to stop.
That would actually drive the demand down. If we could make fruit and vegetables more affordable, if we could make vegetables more affordable, maybe that would actually take the
supermarket.
Pardon?
They're the cheapest things in the supermarket.
Yeah. And that again is out of supply and demand, isn't it? That's out of supply and demand.
No,
okay.
the cheapest things
The-
in the supermarkets are the plant-based things, regardless. We have studies for this. I'm a certified nutritionist. We have studies. There's empirical data. We don't have to be
I'm
trust
very
me on
surprised that
this
you
one.
say that. You know, if
The poorest countries in the world, do they eat meat? They mostly eat just plant-based, don't they?
they do, they
Yeah,
do.
Because meat and animal products
Sure.
are expensive. You know why? Because on top of growing the crops that we could normally get protein and calories from ourselves,
Yep.
we have to feed all those crops to the animals so that the animals can produce considerably up to between 3 and 20 times less calories and less protein
Yep.
than we would if we would get
You'd
to eat the crops
import and
ourselves.
stuff like that.
So it's
Yep.
highly inefficient, obviously. It's the most inefficient, worst way to do it. So as I said, nobody's benefiting from this. So why would you be defending it right now?
Because as I said, if it comes down to sheer economics, okay, it's easier to feed children in our society, okay, chicken nuggets because that's cheaper than buying organic.
But what about
organic
ethical?
fruit and
What about
vegetables.
ethical
I never said
framework? You know?
organic, just buy regular fruit and vegetables. Who said organic?
Yeah,
I tell you what, even buying fruit and vegetables is not as cheap as buying. And I know that you're using subsidised
But what
argument.
about teaching
So
your
maybe-
children
so maybe we need to-
ethics
so
and
ma-
kindness, right? Be kind to all animals.
Listen,
Be
my
kind,
children,
you know?
My children are ethical. They're not ethical.
But be kind to all animals,
We
right?
are kind to.
How- but-
my
Do you think
cousins,
this animal would
But
have
you-
kindness?
Did you not eat her?
Which
She's a
animal-
mother
I don't know
cow.
who she is.
She's a mother cow, right?
Which of
Because
these
you don't know who
animals
your
would have
victims
kindness?
are, right? You don't, right?
That could be halal. That could be.
If the meat industry does go
yeah,
down and
yeah.
it bans, then obviously it's quite stupid not to think that obviously the fruit and veg and everything else will be rising in pricing, and then
it'll be subsidized as well.
But
All plants are living things, though.
Before we go
Even if it
into
was,
all of these
it was-
economic
yes.
stuff, if that's your issue, we have resources to help you adopt a plant-based diet within your budget, within your area, with access to a certified nutritionist, and all of it for free.
why does it bother
So
you
why
so
would
much
you?
what people eat? Why can't I eat
Because
what I eat?
I've worked in a slaughterhouse. I saw thousands, probably millions.
Life, isn't it? Like,
Pardon?
Don't we all have our own decisions in our life to make, and we
But
can
what
make
about the
normal
what about the
life.
animals'
Life
life?
ma- But I know, so you can do what you want to do. You can save.
So if I go and if I go set a dog on fire right here in front of everyone, is that okay?
Pardon?
If I set a dog here on fire, would that be okay?
I mean, well, you wouldn't set a cow on fire right here.
Pigs go into gas chambers. Actually, in fact, most of the animals you
pay for
eat,
pigs,
they go into gas chambers, CO2 gas chambers. Do you know what that does to them? It burns their entire body, their lungs, their eyes, their noses. That's what they go through. That's what we're trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And even if they didn't go through that experience, who are you to take their one and only life? Just for 5 minutes of pleasure. All it is a sense, right? So all it is a sense. Just hear me out. Hear me out. It is a sense though, right? Just lastly, all it is a sense. Just like sound, feeling, touching, whatever it is, right? So if I went around kicking a dog, you guys would call me crazy, right? You'd be like, that guy's crazy. You'd
that's
probably
abuse,
try to
man.
stop me, right?
Yeah,
But you guys are doing that to the animals by eating them. It's supply and demand.
People who are killing them or
Yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
it, yeah.
only 16. I have no.
No, but like, what if you had to work in a
For
slaughterhouse?
what you eat.
Pardon?
You don't make choices.
I mean,
for
no,
all
I
of
don't have a job. My parents feed me what I will have to
Sure.
eat.
So if your parents start eating dogs, hypothetically, are you gonna say you're gonna eat dogs also?
No, but I've been living like this for my entire life.
So you say no. So if your parents all of a sudden start eating dogs, you have a chance to say no to that. So you can't say no to decisions. Nobody's forcing you. That's the whole point.
Well, it's either
And that would be bad
well,
parenting
I'll
for
just
somebody
starve
to
then,
force you.
wouldn't I then?
So I'm just saying, you can understand the perspective that it all starts with the consumer. The consumer gives them money, and all that money goes down the line towards paying the slaughterhouse workers, paying the farmers, and nothing. All that money doesn't go a dime into what the animal wants. The only reason why there is biological, free range, and all of this is not because we care about the animals, but because the consumers want to feel better about their choices. Because if you knew the shit that goes on there, you'd feel very bad about your choices. But the reality, they created this. In fact, they have symposiums. You can look it up online. Animal agriculture has symposiums every year where they discuss how can we make the consumer feel better about their choices. So they create these
Organic,
labels that you
ethical,
bite
humane,
into, and you
all
think
these buzzwords.
yeah, and you pay more. They're deceiving you so much because you pay more for these labels, and they do the same shit to these animals. They're scamming you out of your money, and you're defending them. It's so insane if you think about it. We have no financial incentive in this game. David and I, we don't, we're here to defend animals. We're not here to tell you buy our product or something like that. I couldn't care less what you eat or what products you buy. It's strictly about the animals. Because if you were in their shoes, I would sit here on the street and tell them, hey, there's these individuals who are going into slaughterhouses because you make these choices. Please stop. They don't deserve this to happen to them. It's the same. It's just innocent individuals who don't deserve this.
Did you want to?
Yeah.
I'll leave it lastly with you. I think
Okay.
this will be. The
I was
last
actually a
thing.
vegan for 3 months, and living that lifestyle it just deteriorated my health. Like all the food is processed and overpriced, and I do feel like, as humans, we are like supposed to have vegetables and also meat. But with meat as well, I do agree that the slaughterhouse is unacceptable, and I do believe that if you get your food from the countryside or somewhere more there is an ethical.
Buzzwords, yeah.
Would you say?
One of those buzzwords: ethical, humane, free range.
I know you have to it's like a pick and choose. But
Can I ask though, why did you go? I'm not saying that you went vegan because I think you went plant-based, and I'll explain why. But why did you try to go vegan?
I think it was because at the time I just so I have a lot of empathy for the animals and different stuff.
Right.
So I was like, okay, then after a while I was like, if it's deteriorating my own health, and I didn't have milk, I didn't have meat, I didn't have any animal.
So you did it for the animals, essentially, right? And so that's essentially what we're doing. And if we're able, let's just say you didn't have any of those issues, any health problems, and
I
nothing.
don't have health problems. It's just
No, but if you felt like you couldn't sustain yourself, right? What if you could? Then would you agree that we should?
Oh, I do feel like humans, as a human race, we are animals and humans are it's different. If that makes sense, yeah.
I think we're going nowhere. I'm just gonna give you guys some cards because we've had a long conversation. Can I give you one card and you one card?
Thank you very much.
So let me tell you just one quick thing.
Sure.
So on these cards right here,
Sure.
if you scan this QR code, there's a documentary called Dominion and a documentary
Called the what? Sorry?
Dominion.
Oh, Dominion. Okay,
And then the
okay,
most
okay,
important
okay.
speech you'll ever hear.
Yep.
Can you just promise me you'll watch one of these two? We just want you to at least get informed about what animal agriculture does to animals, and then you decide what you want to do. You also have help there if you decide that you don't want to be part of it. Like as I said, access to a certified nutritionist for free and everything.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
But I just first and foremost want you to get informed. There's nothing wrong with getting informed.
No,
At
no,
the end
no,
of the
no,
day, you make your
absolutely. No,
choices
thank
how
you
you
very much
want,
indeed. Cheers,
but
yeah.
at least you get
Cool, thank
informed
you.
on the matter,
Yeah,
okay?
thank you
And
very
just
much indeed.
one last thing is veganism is about not commodifying or exploiting others. So if you keep that in your mindset, in the front of your mind each and every time you go buy a product, then you'll likely stay. Also, we can provide you the resource which we did there, Challenge 22. Like Chip said, it's a free resource, a free dietitian. You won't get that anywhere in the world. So I encourage you to check it out. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, it's nice to know you guys are doing well.
All
Spreading the
right,
message,
yeah.
Amanda, thank you very much indeed for your
Thank you.
time.
Okay, guys.
All the best,
Yeah.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Have a good
See
time.
ya.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wasn't going anywhere.
Ah,
Wasn't going
made for some entertainment. This guy's the hero.
No, I think we did well. We do well together, huh? We do well together.
How's it going,
Metal
guys?
Steve.
Close-minded.
Who's Mel? I'm Mel, right? Because I'm
No, you're Steve. I'm Mal.
I thought I'm the pretty one. Okay, you're Mel. I'm the skinny
Wait.
one. You're the pretty one then.
Well, that's what I was gonna say because I'm scared to show my arms around this guy. Be vegan, become a clone. Yes, exactly. Without the bacon.
Okay, hold the sign because you're.
All right. Well, I want to say hi to everyone though.
Yeah.
Alicia, how you doing? Let's go, guys. I'm on 2
Mel and
hours
Steve is
sleep.
also here.
Hey, Mel
Oh,
and
they were
Steve.
saying, "Hey, Mel and Steve, Mel and Steve." Okay, not to us. Okay, I thought they were like, okay.
Keep
Okay.
your patience.
Underneath those hats is that the trick? Yeah. Oh my God,
I
Marcos,
got no
thank you so much.
patience. Stay 2 hours
Use this
sleep.
money to share vegan food with those around you to grow the demand and inspire others to choose veganism.
Marcos.
I'm gonna
Always.
treat this guy tonight then. It's on me because of Marcos. Thank you, man. I always share these things. Thank you so much, Marcos. I appreciate it. David, one thing
Yes.
is when you maybe also on your streams when you speak to somebody,
Yell at them.
yell at them, share, yes, but the microphone, I feel like it's better than if you go like this and like this.
Instead
Is
of
if you just
passing it
keep
back and forth.
Yeah, just keep it like somewhere
At the middle.
somewhere in the middle.
Is it good?
Because it picks up everything.
does?
And if it's lower volume, people can just put higher volume. But if you go like this,
Cool.
they hear high, low, that's what I noticed. Not sure if it's true, but that's
All
what I
right, all right,
noticed.
all right.
Yes, Chip, thank you.
People be cursing and shit.
People be cursing it. Where's your dress? That's true.
Yeah, where's your dress, bro?
I don't know. I gotta buy a dress, don't I? Gotta do it.
Wanna try it, guys? Don't be afraid. Dun 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 dun. Ah, you coming in?
How old are you?
18.
18, okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Come on in.
YouTube channel or TikTok channel?
YouTube.
Okay.
You wanna come here, David, to be here also? So, so we're animal rights activists. We fight for the rights of animals. How do you girls feel about animals?
I love animals. I have 3 cats, spirit animals. I love them.
Nice.
Yes.
nice. Yeah. Do you think that animals, if you were to, do you think they deserve rights? Do you think they deserve some form of
Yeah,
protection?
for sure. Yes, for sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think we should protect animals from?
Ourselves.
Ourselves? I like that. What do you mean by that?
I like that.
Animals don't have like they can't talk, they can't express their feelings and their needs, and
Yeah.
we as people should know what they need, and we should help. Like they can't always provide for themselves, so we should act accurate with them. I don't know.
But do you think in a situation where we could either choose to what the animal wants, or we could choose to do what we want with the animal? What do you think we should do?
No, I should. I think
Just
it
let them
depends,
live.
but you should it's not only great. Like the animal is also.
Let's put it this way: if I want to kill an animal,
Oh, you can't just kill an animal.
should I be allowed to?
No, Paula. No,
No.
you should not. It's not just a thing. It's also alive.
Exactly. So, do you think that maybe when we buy products like milk, like cheese, like eggs, like meat, that animals are killed for us?
Kind of. But I think I don't know if my opinion is right. But I think it depends. Like you should maybe not eat meat like every day. You should look where your meat is from.
So, as I said, kill animals from time to time.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't know. For me, I could not imagine to be like vegan or vegetarian, but I could definitely imagine like right now my family is eating meat every day, and I don't think that's good. So I could imagine in the future maybe only eating meat once a week or twice, and really taking care of of buying good meat.
But can you,
So-
before we discuss
Yeah.
what you want to do, what you
Okay.
want to put in your mouth,
Yeah.
can we discuss a little bit about the victims of these choices? So, do you think that for the purpose of this experiment as we go forward, when you want to say, I want to eat meat, just say, I want to pay for an animal to be killed for me. Can we do this?
It's
quasi militante Veganerin. Und,
No, I'm not like
sometimes-
Rafaela, but
Oh.
I know Rafaela. And yes, I do speak some German.
oh,
Yes. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
Yeah, but I don't have that much knowledge. But sometimes animals are old or sick,
Yeah.
and they have to be killed.
Do you think that's the case in animal agriculture?
But I don't think in that like situation, I don't think it's that deep to kill them if they're already like sick or if they have maybe something that is like stopping them from living lucky.
Well, these animals, take for instance chickens, right? I'm assuming you guys eat chickens, right?
Yes,
Chickens can live 10 years old. At what age do you think chickens are killed at?
when they're small.
Yeah, like just a ballpark age, just a guess. They can
Um,
live 10 years old, as I said.
It may be like a couple of weeks for chicken nuggets.
Yeah, exactly. 6 weeks. Not for chicken nuggets, for everything.
Okay.
At 6 weeks old, 42 days.
What happens to the males?
Yeah. What do you think happens to the males in the egg production area? Because males don't produce eggs.
also good.
They are getting killed, not even.
First day of life. Blended up alive, or put in a bag and asphyxiated to death, or gas in a gas chamber.
One day
Are
of
you
life.
vegan?
Yeah.
One day
Yeah.
of life. They're put in a garbage bag, a gas chamber, or they're blended alive.
Yeah, and to be clear, by the way, we're not sitting here because we're vegans. We're vegans. Us being vegans means we make better choices where we don't exploit animals. We're sitting here because we're animal rights activists, and we want other people to understand that animals do deserve rights. Just like you started, right? Because you said the animals do
Yeah.
deserve rights. It's just that somehow when we think about these other animals, we tend to forget about their rights, and we just start thinking about what we want, right?
Yes.
We want meat, we want eggs, we want all of this. But they lose their whole existence for a meal that we want out of them.
Yes.
Do you think that's fair?
No, but I'm not sure about my opinion.
You're not sure about your opinion?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
But
Yeah, because-
you started with no, a firm no.
Yes, but I think.
But then we change the animal, just one animal, right?
Yes, but I think it's something different when you.
But how's it different, right?
Yeah, but when you think about nature, people that are
But
that
we're
live
not talking
vegan,
about nature.
wait, people
Sorry,
that
go
are
ahead.
vegan, they are like very often they have like vitamin loss. I don't know what it's called, but they don't have every vitamins and stuff like that. Maybe that's a sign.
Which vitamin?
I'm a
I
certified
don't
nutritionist, by the way, so
Don't
I
you?
don't think you're
Okay,
bugging.
so that's
But
just
don't you
a-
think you just heard
Pizza,
that
pizza.
somewhere and now you think that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's possible. That's
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say because I thought the same thing too. I thought, I'm gonna be missing something. And 11, 12 years later, I'm still trying to figure out what I'm missing. You know, and I actually worked in this industry. I saw things like what's in this book. You know, I saw everything. And I think if you were to do that and see everything right now, like there's a movie we're gonna get you to watch afterwards, but you came in so strong for them. What's so different between them and say a chicken, a little chicken,
Yeah.
little chicken? They're little running around here. They're just doing their own thing. You know what's so different about that? That we couldn't just extend that, because at the end of the day, it's just for a 5-minute meal, right? You said you could stop for one day a week, one day.
and it's not just a 5-minute meal. That meal makes me happy.
Okay, so
When
but
I'm eating,
Can you
I'm
find other
enjoying
ways
my
to make
food.
you happy? Make yourself
Yeah.
happy?
But food is when people ask me what I
but
love to
would
do
you
is
say it's an
eating.
injustice to the animal though?
What is injustice?
Sie rechtfertigen.
No, it's not.
It's not unfair to the animal.
wait.
Warte, habe ich gerade richtig geantwortet?
This
Wait a
isn't
It's
minute.
an,
unfair. It's unfair. I want
It's
to say it's
unfair,
unfair.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
right, it's unfair, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So like other things that are unfair or unjust, you'd be against it, right?
Yes.
So all we're
But-
saying is you need to be logically consistent on it.
Yes.
What if I get pleasure from doing something unfair towards other people? Like, for example, I get pleasure from punching dogs, and I kill dogs and then I punch them. Do you think it's fair?
No.
Could I do something? Could I punch something else if I need to, like a punching bag?
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think it's fair for you to kill an animal because you like their flesh?
No, but I also could not live vegan.
Why not?
But do you think
I
that
would not-
animals and humans are on the same level?
No. But I don't think you and I are on the same level, right?
Yeah.
Like, let me put it this way: you're a stranger to me.
Yes.
If I'm a stranger to you, if I die tomorrow, let's say maybe not tomorrow because you just talked to me, but if I die in a month or so, You don't care. Obviously, I wouldn't care also if you died in a month or so, because we're strangers. There's people dying every single day. We're not going to be impacted by somebody else died who's a stranger. So that means essentially the value that you have for me is close to nothing, right? But what I acknowledge is that I wouldn't kill you, not because you have zero value to me, but because you have value on your own. Your life means everything to you. Just like an animal, their life means everything to them. They have value on their own.
Can I just say one thing? I estimate between 5 and 10,000 lives will be taken by someone from the age of 20 to the age of 70 throughout their lifetime.
A lot of animals.
If 5,000 animals, 10,000 animals were right here in front of you, could you see yourself yielding the knife?
Shit, that would be full all the way. All this canal, all of it will be full with the animals. All of it. All
Because-
of these individuals would die for you in your lifetime if you
Right,
don't
because
stop.
at the end of the day, regardless of if you're paying for it or not, you're still responsible for that action, right? And we talk about necessity, and you're saying I couldn't vegan, but again, like you said, there was something about some nutrients that we'd be missing, but you probably overheard that, right? And do you think it's more of a social pressure? Like, what would be the reason
No,
stopping
I
you
think
today
people-
for
I
not
think-
putting animals into slaughterhouses?
I don't know, people from, I don't know what it's called in English, but like from nature, people always
Yeah.
eat meat. So I would not stop
But people
eating meat,
always did
but I would
bad
just-
things in the past,
Yes,
right?
but
Do you
I
think we can
just,
evolve?
I think you should just not overconsume and just. not-
Okay, but let's test what kind of person you are then, because I want to see this. Okay, so you're saying it's okay to do it, or you're gonna do it because everybody else does it, correct?
No, that's not what I said.
Well, you
I
said people do it,
I said
so
you
I'm
should
gonna
control
continue.
yourself, not overconsume, and maybe take care of eating meal that's not from. Was ist Massenproduktion?
So, but we
So it
talked
doesn't
about
matter if people
injustice,
do it,
We
right?
talked about injustice. So if I just say beat my wife just one day a week, would you say that's okay because it's just one day a week?
No, I would think you're crazy.
Yeah. So why would it beating a dog or killing a dog or beating a?
I'm not eating a dog.
No. What's the difference though? Did the dog choose to be born a dog?
I think a dog and a chicken is something different. Yes.
Did the dog choose to be born a dog?
No.
Did the chicken choose to be born a chicken?
No.
And yet you think that if you're born a dog, I will let you live. But if you're born a chicken, I have power over you. I like how your flesh tastes like, so I'm gonna cut your throat and chop you into pieces. I don't really care what you want with your life. I don't really care if you suffer, if you want to live. I just care that I like how your flesh tastes like. I don't
All
even
the
care who
males
you
are
are.
gonna
It's
get-
just your body.
All the males are going to get killed. 50% are going to get killed. And the females are going to be warped cyborgs because they're all genetically engineered, and you're going to eat that shit.
On top of that, it's like you're also getting the worst part of the stick. The animals are exploited and killed for you. Slaughterhouse workers fucking suffer to death because of this thing that you're paying. Like, nobody wins. Why are you defending this?
I'm not sure what to say, but I would not live. I would not be vegan.
Okay, well, I don't want to force you into anything. I'll give you a card, but only if you promise me to watch a video. Can you do that?
Okay.
Just to get informed.
Yep.
Okay. So there's a video called Dominion here. Can you promise me you'll watch that?
Yes.
Okay, and until you watch that, can we do one small commitment? After all, just don't consume any animal products until you watch it.
Until she watches terrible.
Yeah.
That should not be legal.
I don't know if I.
Not be legal?
No, that's absolutely terrible.
Okay.
Oh, chill. It's not
No,
illegal.
but I think that's awful.
Why would you say that animal abuse should be legal?
Yeah.
Because it mostly is, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Here?
Thank you for having this conversation with me.
What?
Thank you for having this conversation.
Are you guys vegan?
I almost
I
am.
get it. I get it. No, I don't. No, thank you. But like, that's like a weird.
Wait,
it's
what
a
was that
weird-
Why is
sign?
that
Like,
weird?
whoa,
It's
let's
a-
go, let's go.
It's a weird sign. Well,
Well,
'cause, like,
wait, it is animal abuse, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess like you could claim that.
So you do support animal
Yeah,
abuse.
but like you have like, it's misleading
Well,
to
yeah,
have.
it is-
It's
that's
misleading to
misleading.
have pets and like there's
yeah.
like
What's the difference
there's
between
a-
a dog and the chicken that just
Your argument would
Yeah,
be
no,
because
that's
your argument,
right, but
your
that
argument,
is
your argument would could be supported with other things besides like pets on a sign. Like there's a better way to there's a
These are
better
not
way to
pets.
tell your
These
story.
are dogs.
How's there
These
a
are
better
cats
way?
and dogs.
There's a
that-
better way to tell the
But these
story.
are cats
How
and
would
dogs
you-
that
how would you-
specifically bred to
How
kill
would you
them.
do it?
Okay.
But they're not pets.
But how would you do it? How would you tell the world to stop abusing
She's
animals?
an individual. You don't have to say, "Come on, let's go." Come on. She has a will of her own, also. You know.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
See you
Yes.
guys.
Have a nice day.
You guys want to have a conversation with us?
No, thank you.
No. You're afraid.
This guy's coming in hot. He's dancing and everything.
I would dance.
You want to dance?
You want to dance?
Come and dance.
We want to dance together.
I'll try. Come on.
Wat als ik dit? Dus ja.
I don't even know how to dance, but
Okay, you go dance if that's
All
what
right, what do we
you
do
wanna
here?
I don't know what's going on, everybody.
You can do the handstand.
Do the handstand. Show me. There we go. All right. Good job.
Nice.
Hey, what do you think of the sign? Bro, you know. That's why. You know.
I'm vegan.
You are?
Yeah.
100%?
No,
Bro,
I always try.
come.
I can't speak English.
Come.
You
You
can't
don't need to
speak
know
English.
to speak English. But you're there, right?
Look at me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, talk to us.
Goodbye.
We're gonna give you a card, okay?
Give me a call.
Give you a card. And you just said to me that you were.
Can you watch
do you know
the
what
minion?
veganism is?
Huh?
Do you know what veganism is?
What?
Veganism. Vegan.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know- do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is
of
it?
course.
What is it?
It's like not eating like animal products
Yeah.
and not using products with animal.
That's part of, that can be part of it, right? That's part of
Yeah.
it, right? That's good. But it's more about the idea. Not using or exploiting, commodifying animals.
Yeah. Nobody. should be
Nothing.
exploited. Nobody.
Exactly.
Nothing.
All right. So watch this. There's challenge 22 as well. Go
Yeah.
on there and today vegan, right?
Yeah.
Promise? Promise? All right, bro. I'll find you if you're not.
Have a good one, man. You guys want to have a conversation with us?
You in?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
What's,
yeah,
What's
yeah.
it about?
Come on in.
So we're asking you some questions, huh?
Okay.
So seems like.
I'm on video.
Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, that's all right.
What's
That's
your
all
name?
right. Logan.
Logan. I'm Chip. Where are you from, Logan?
I'm from America.
America? Where in America?
Colorado.
Colorado. Nice. So David's got the sign. David, you want to show the sign? Oh, he's
He's
gone
walking
there.
someone else.
Yeah. I see.
He's leaving you in the dust,
He
right?
does that, yeah.
that's
So,
unfortunate.
we're animal rights activists. We fight for
Yeah.
the rights of animals. How do you feel about animals? Here, my phone did something stupid. I don't know if you guys can still hear me. Ah, god damn it. I might need to buy a phone earlier, huh? You did not hear that conversation, did you, huh? Hey Sky, how are you doing? Nope. God damn it. Okay, no, I think this has gone long enough. I think I need to buy a phone. It's 2 days in a row. Never happens that bad. Noctalis says, guess who's killing an innocent animal today, says Noctalis. Yeah, Noctalis, imagine that. Why do you want to kill animals, Noctalis? Why do you like killing animals? What happened in the conversation? Well, eventually he got obviously very defensive because I asked him how many more animals should be killed on his behalf from now on. He said he never thought about it this way. And I asked him how many more animals should be killed on his behalf from now on. And he said that's too personal for him. And I said, what do you mean? You do have a responsibility in the matter. So how many more animals should be killed on your behalf from now on? And he said this is becoming too personal for him, and he left. Imagine that. Too personal, yeah. I'm gonna go next to David to hear another conversation. Ugh, I'm sorry everybody about the phone acting up. You have keep an eye on the conversations in the chat, everybody. Sorry, it's a bit chaotic today, isn't it? Tomorrow will be at David's.
Do marginalized communities like refugees, immigrants, migrants, do they matter?
That's what I'm saying. These problems.
Yeah, they're invented by slaughterhouses, right? You're taking people from Africa and you're putting them into slaughterhouses, right? Because you won't do it. No, but it is part of it, right? So if you're talking about human rights, right? Then you should extend that to all human rights.
Yes.
You shouldn't facilitate a place where people can go and get workplace injuries, suffer chronic illnesses, cut off limbs. Even,
Yeah, let's put it this way: if you had a choice between buying a product that exploits humans and buying a product that doesn't exploit humans, which one would you choose?
Can you repeat the question?
A product that exploits humans versus a product that doesn't exploit humans.
What
Which
is
one would you
like
choose?
the cost difference between these two?
The product. What's the difference
Would
between
it
these
matter?
products?
The price difference.
The
between
price
them.
difference. Let's say they're all within your budget, so you can afford both.
Then I would take the better option you said.
Yeah,
Not
the one
slaughterhouse.
without exploitation.
Yes,
Yeah. So do you think that you can adopt a plant-based diet within your budget?
but it isn't about plant-based or meat-based. It is.
Why not? There's no argument about it, is there? There's more exploitation when you buy an animal product, regardless. There's animal exploitation, there's human exploitation, and of course, plant-based products are not perfect, but whatever is bad about the plant-based product being made, it's obviously monumentally increased when it's an animal product, because animals are fed crops. So whatever crops we grow for us, we could directly get the nutrition from them, but instead we give them to the animals. So any of that exploitation for that amount of crops has happened. And then on top of that, we add the exploitation of the animal and the exploitation of the humans who have to handle that animal.
Yeah, and I
So-
look at it this way: if your friend here was suffering working inside a slaughterhouse, and you had the choice to keep your friend inside the slaughterhouse suffering mentally, going to see a therapist, turning to drugs and alcohol, I'm assuming that you would stop that, right? But does it have to be your friend, or can you just extend that to all humans and extend that to all animals, as a matter of fact?
I'm sorry, but Adam, in this kind of context, I don't believe in world peace, because there's always somebody who's going to suffer.
But
There
that's
is-
not the point, as we made. One
But-
product obviously has more exploitation than another. Why would you choose the one that has more just because you get pleasure from it, or just because you're used to it, or just because it's convenient to you, right? Is there any other reason why you would choose an animal product?
Now imagine
I'm just curious,
as a
like-
child, if we grew up looking
is-
at animals
it
as
is-
benevolent, as
it is
kind,
cultural.
and passionate,
It is like
how would
Yeah,
we
but
not live
so
in a better
was
world?
all of these stuff that we did throughout our human history, the worst things that we did, slavery, women not having rights, all of these were things that were normalized, were things that we as a society said, oh, it's either cultural to have this. Like, there's a culture on this world where they do female genital mutilation. They essentially cut off the clitoris of women. And that's cultural. Should we continue doing that because it's cultural?
no, we shouldn't, but we should.
There you go.
Ding ist, ich kann so viel dazu sagen, aber nicht auf Englisch. Es ist halt so.
It usually comes down to taste, tradition,
also so-
culture.
Er
That's
kann
usually what it
diese-
comes down to.
Er kann ja diese ganzen
Ja.
Themen nicht alle in ein Boot schmeißen, weil es ergibt ja auch einfach gar keinen Sinn, wenn man Fleischprodukte und Veganismus
And ego.
in einem
Ego is
sozusagen
the biggest thing.
mit diesem Thema, das was er gerade angesprochen hat, so zusammenschmeißt. Das funktioniert ja gar nicht. Ich meine, man kann ja nichts dafür, dass manche, you can't do nothing about like the humans.
Individually, you can though. You have the choice every single day, man. Every single day,
But I'm
bro.
not everybody.
But you
Doesn't
are
matter.
you.
I'm me.
If you could
You
save
could-
5 to 10,000 beings
Yes.
in your lifetime, would
Yes,
you?
And you are you. And
5 to 10,000. Imagine you'd be a hero, right? You save 5 to 10,000 people.
Yes.
Imagine if you did that.
you can save 5 to 10,000 people, but
That doesn't matter,
it doesn't matter.
bro.
Cool. No, it's cool.
It's
I like your opinion, but
It's not
It's
an
not
opinion.
my
So
opinion.
listen,
It's
factually,
culture.
listen, there's no opinion here. Factually is this. You will
But
choose
you are
to buy...
talking about
I
your
don't
opinion.
mind.
No,
If you
I'm
wanna
just
go
telling you
my
the facts.
Instagram, I'm
My
on
opinion is that it is bad to
on
do
YouTube
this.
as
And
well.
you tell me if it's right or wrong. When you buy an animal product, factually, an animal will be exploited and killed for you. When you buy an animal product, human being,
You're
as
just
David
trying
said,
to-
will factually be exploited also for you. So
You're just trying
I
to
want
show
to
me
ask you:
as a
is any
bad person.
is this good or is it, I don't care. No, I don't care if you're good or bad, man. Stop taking it so personal. It's not about. I don't think a person can be good or bad. I think a person will do good or bad things. Do you think doing this is a good thing? Supporting this, giving money so that we exploit animals, so that we exploit more humans in the process. Do you think this is a good thing? Because it's cultural to do it.
It is not a good thing, but you can.
So there you go. Your opinion is opinion. It's not a good
You
thing.
can ask many other questions about this whole
Ask me questions. I can
bad or
answer
good
anything.
thing. You know what I mean?
What good thing do you think you can get from animal products other than nutrition and taste? Nutrition you can get from plant-based products. What else can you get? It's convenient, sure. Anything else other than convenience? Do we really want to live in a world where we choose the bad thing because it's the convenient thing?
You are right. I'm saying you're right. I accept your opinion, but you need to think about this thing that not everybody is going to accept this opinion, and not everybody is
Probably.
going to do this.
Sure, but not everybody on this planet respects women, yet I do because I think it's the right thing to do. I don't take whether I should respect women or not based on what everybody else does, but rather whether it is the right thing or wrong thing to do. So if I find something as the wrong thing to do it, I won't do it regardless if everybody else does it, right? Do you just do things because everybody else says you should do them?
It is easier for a person to. I mean, if I'm like going to veganism and I'm not eating meat anymore, it's not going to change anything because
It's going to change 100 animals. 100 animals each year. So let me put it this way: if I was to be the richest man on life, let's say Elon Musk, and I had the power to tell any government, you have to allow me every once a year, I want to kill one person in your country once a year. After all, the population is what, millions of people, billions on this planet. If I kill one person per year, it won't mean anything to the population. It doesn't even move the sign. But if you're that person who they choose to kill, it means everything to you. Because that's how you should think about it. You shouldn't think about, well, it doesn't really matter, we're still going to be killing billions of animals. It matters because some animals will be killed specifically for you. Their life will be taken away from them because you paid for it.
yes, you're right, but we are going back to that point that I talked about with him. I don't believe that a cow, a chicken, or any other animal, some animals like dogs and cats, okay, they don't have a personality.
They do.
But I don't believe in it.
Doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not. Science says they do. Do you just go by
Science-
what you believe in, or do you go by science?
Science doesn't say.
Yeah, we have the Declaration of Sentience by we have the New York Declaration of Sentience and the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. Sorry, the Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness and the New York Declaration of Consciousness that have been signed by thousands of Nobel laureates and people, scientists and biologists. They have sentience, they have personalities. You haven't been around them, but even a farmer knows that they have personalities. In fact, you can throw a ball to a cow. You can look it up online and you'll see that they bring the ball back. They like to play. They like to play, they like to do all this kind of stuff. So you saying that they're so different from cats and dogs, it's just because they're big and somebody told you to look at them differently. Or because you see them in their sad place. They're in a cage essentially all day long. A farm is a cage for them. It's just whether it's a small cage or a big cage. But they're in a place where they're sitting around. Every other month, one of their friends goes away. Every other month, one of their friends goes away and gets killed. Some of them get impregnated and killed. Like it's insane. Just please don't touch the phone.
No.
Okay.
It's okay. I don't have anything else to say. All right, man.
It's kind of a crazy conversation over here.
Tell people what they are doing and what's
I'm just gonna be sitting here. Hey, Alexandra, the German guy. Yeah, Alexandra, I would have loved to see you here handle this German guy. He even mentioned this German group who's been here from the beginning. They even mentioned Rafaela. So there you go. Yeah, send him to me. Yeah, yeah. I will find him. I hope so, Alexandra. They mentioned die militante Veganerin, right? That's Rafaela. You're the radicale Veganerin. I will find him because you have a special set of skills. Yeah, David is still talking to them. David is still talking to them. David is really trying with some of them, which is good. I don't think it's worth it. Some of them don't have a lot of. You heard the arguments. Yeah, okay, it's your opinion. It just always comes back to the same thing. God damn it! I sweat under my underpants. I look like I peed myself. I sweat. Okay. Great. Can we listen on David's outreach? Yeah, sure.
Slavery is a behavioural, like human personality thing. Consumption of meat.
This is a cultural thing, though.
No, consumption of meat, like your body is evolved to be able to digest meat.
But it's a culture. Then we've evolved to eat plants as well.
Yeah, that's we're omnivorous.
Yeah.
Do you have a card?
But it's not mandatory that we eat.
Okay, can you watch one of those documentaries just so that you know what you're... Thank you,
says who?
thank you, thank you. That's awesome.
Science.
What science?
Wait, what does science say? I wasn't here.
That eating meat is like
Thank you, guys, by the way.
evolutionarily a part of our diet. You know, we have the enzymatic processes to digest meat and consume meat and derive nutrients from that.
Yeah, we can digest meat,
Yeah.
but we can also choose to not do it. Why does that matter?
Well, then, what your point is saying that we shouldn't eat animals because we're choosing to cruel. Our bodies have evolved to eat them and digest them. How's that any different to another?
Why don't you eat dogs?
But we're breeding them into
I have.
existence.
When you go to
too,
Asia,
right?
they serve that up.
So you would eat dogs?
Yeah.
Why don't you eat humans?
So that's different. That's cannibalism.
Wait, you can digest the meat of humans.
Yes, but it's cannibalism. Look,
So what?
My comparative point was.
Is cannibalism bad?
Let me finish my point. My comparative point was other species that are omnivorous that do that. The amount of species that are cannibalistic, just in nature in general, is very, very small. And generally, the ones that are when it is in dire situations. Which, if you look at humans, that has occurred throughout history.
But what about I just want to go back to
Yeah,
like the
go ahead.
individual's experience.
Yeah, go for it.
So what would stop you from not wanting to like participate? You mentioned something about health, but if all that was like transformed, like if just say you found out you could be healthy, fine, and live on a plant-based diet, would you not, just considering what the animals go through?
If you look at like from a natural plant-based diet without supplementation, you lack a lot of different nutrients.
Like what?
Vitamin B12.
That's not a lot. That's just one.
You asked for an example. I gave you one. We don't need to come with little like small attacks. Okay, we're having
but let me explain something about B12.
Here,
Where do you
you
think
go.
B12 comes
Feel
from?
like you guys are gonna go on that.
We get it from animals. From when we eat them.
Where do the animals get it from?
They get it from. They have different enzymatic processes. So
Yeah.
I'll give you
So
that
where do chickens get B12 from?
when they eat chicken feed. But where do they get it from?
Their supplement.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
they
they are.
can. We do that when we farm
Look at
chickens.
the Dutch Dairy Association. You don't even have to trust me or a scientific approach. Just trust the Dairy Association. Like I'm here in the Netherlands. If you look at the Dutch Dairy Association, 10% of their diet is vitamins.
Okay,
vitamins.
See, I'm against that. So I'm from Australia. Majority of our cattle.
same.
Pardon?
It's the same.
No, it's not. Majority of our.
Everybody says it's different, man. Are you willing to find out that is wrong? Are you willing to be wrong
I
on
know
this
that it's
about
not
this
wrong.
one?
I have friends.
So
that
are you
own-
willing to be
I have
wrong
friends
about
whose
this one?
families own cattle stations and cattle farms, and they don't. If it's open range.
Whatever. So supplement B12. Who cares? Why is that bad?
Well, then that's not natural. So
Who cares about it being
most
natural?
supplements go to animals. By
Oh,
far.
no,
yeah.
well, so that's
But
what I'm
who
saying.
cares
So
about
I'm
you
saying
being
like
natural?
from my experience, like in Australia, is
But
we
all-
don't have like, for example.
Is that natural?
You're going
This-
to the natural.
Is this natural?
But am I eating this?
Who
No,
cares?
But,
Well, no,
but-
no.
but
So
wait,
now you
wait,
can.
wait,
No,
wait.
no. Sorry. Let me
one
finish
second.
his point first. We're going about.
Why does it
consuming
matter
natural
if it's
things.
natural? That's an appeal to nature. It's a logical fallacy. Why does it
No, it's
matter?
not.
Yes, it is. It's called the appeal to nature. You know what? What else is natural? Arsenic is natural. It's
Yeah, I know.
found in
But no,
apple
so that's
seeds.
different. So I'm talking about
So if you
surviving.
eat those,
Obviously-
it's bad
yes.
for you. Doesn't
I-
matter. Eating natural things doesn't mean it's
But
good
my
for you.
original point was from an evolutionary perspective that we're made to consume meat. So for
No, we're made to well, first of all, we're not made. We evolved to be able to have the capability to digest meat, just like we evolved the capability to digest plants.
Yeah,
So does
it's
that
called being
doesn't matter.
omnivorous, like
yeah,
many
and
other
we have
species.
regardless of any of this, we have empirical evidence. We have studies that show that we can thrive on a plant-based diet. So
With
why would it
supplementation.
matter?
So
With
why would I-
supplementation of B12, yes. Why
And-
would that matter?
And iron, you don't get large amount of
No,
iron.
there's several iron-rich foods. Several.
Yes, but you have to have extremely large amounts to get the
No,
same
you
level.
just have to have it with
And it's-
vitamin C rich foods.
No,
that's
and it's
it.
not as
I'm a
bioavailable.
certified nutritionist, dude. What are you
Okay,
talking
and
about?
I have a degree in science and chemistry and biochemistry.
Well, it seems like you don't if you don't really know the appeal to
I
nature
do.
fallacy, and
See,
you think
a
that
nutrition-
something being natural
a
is
nutritionist,
good
you
for
can
you.
read a label and be like macronutrients. I understand the enzymatic processes at a much lower biological.
So do you
level.
is your claim that you cannot be healthy on a plant-based diet?
You can be healthy, but it's easier.
So then
easier
why
to
would
be
you
healthy on
choose
meat.
to exploit an animal if you can be healthy on a
Okay,
plant-based diet?
what is your definition of exploiting the animal?
Unfair usage.
Okay, so so would you be happy if I said I want to eat beef, so I will go and slaughter it with my own hands and eat it?
Is that still not unfair usage?
No, I'm asking, is that, or are you against just consumption at a whole? Are you against?
I'm against unfair usage of animals.
Okay, so how's that different to if a fox eats a rabbit?
Oh, a fox! I cannot talk to a fox. A fox does not have
No, no,
morality.
but
you
no,
have morality,
it doesn't ha-
and you have options. A fox doesn't have any of that. You have all of it.
But is that not unfair use of another animal?
But again, they don't have any options. You do, so it's arguably fair because they don't have any options, but you do.
Mate, what if they try and eat grass? Shouldn't they try that instead?
But they cannot digest that. So why would they try to do something that they can't digest? I thought you were an enzymatic scientist. You should know that they can't digest grass.
What? No, that
They can't digest cellulose. So there you go.
we can't digest cellulose either.
That I'm not asking you to.
Well,
I'm
no,
asking
well,
you
no,
to adopt
no,
a plant-based
well, no,
diet so that
your
you
point
no,
was that
no
they
longer
couldn't
exploit
digest
innocent animals.
cellulose. So we can't digest cellulose. That's a moot point there. So
No, you said why don't they go and eat grass? That's their whole. That was your whole point, man.
well, what about
and I
every-
told you they can't eat grass. They
Right,
can't digest
what
it.
about other-
That's why they don't go
What
and
about
eat
other
grass.
omnivorous animals? Should we force any other omnivorous animal to not eat meat?
Who cares? They don't have options. You do.
An omnivorous animal doesn't
Yes,
have options.
They don't know morality. Do you know morality? Let me ask you this. Do
Yeah.
you think it's right or is it wrong to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
What if the animal dies like that?
Do you think it's right or is it wrong to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
I don't believe it's exploitation.
Do you think it is right or is it
I
wrong?
don't. I think that's where it's wrong. Your first principle is you believe it's exploitation. I don't.
I didn't. I ask you, whatever you think exploitation is, do you think it's right or wrong to exploit an animal for an optional product?
But I wouldn't consider that exploitation.
You wouldn't consider what? I asked you,
I wouldn't consider
is it
killing
wrong
and
to exploit an animal? And you say I wouldn't consider that
Okay, I
exploitation.
wouldn't consider
I never
killing-
talked about anything at all. You just inherently already jumped to
said-
what you want to talk about because you get pleasure from it, because you get nutrition from it.
You
yeah,
said, no, you
taste
said to
pleasure
make
and
you said to
nutrition,
make
right?
a product. That was your point. Then you said, would you consider exploiting an animal to make a product? The product here we're talking
No,
about is
I
food.
asked you, is it okay,
Yes.
is it moral to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
Well, you consider exploitation. I don't. If you're talking
What am
about
I talking about? What am I talking about?
food.
No.
This whole point
No,
is about
I wasn't
veganism.
talking about food at all. I was
Okay.
talking about exploiting an animal for an optional product.
Okay,
You thought the
okay.
optional product is food.
The
Did
whole
I say
topic-
the optional
the
product
whole
is
topic
food?
of this is
Did
food.
I say the optional
The whole
product is
topic
food?
of this conversation
Did
is
no,
food.
it's not. Did I say the optional product
This
is food?
topic of
No,
conversation
this
is
whole
food.
topic of conversation is
You're
animal
getting too
exploitation.
emotional.
It's
You
animal
need to
exploitation.
stop. Take a
It's
deep
animal
breath.
exploitation. I'm not
You
emotional at
you
all.
are. You're very
But thank you so
emotional.
much for this.
You're very emotional.
Yeah,
You're
because I'm a
very-
sentient being. I have emotions. I express
I know,
my
but-
emotions.
but you don't
now,
need-
let me ask you, is it moral to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
Right, what product? Give me an example of a product, and I'll tell you.
Leather.
Leather? It depends. Is the animal also being used for meat, or are we just using it for the leather?
I asked you, is it okay to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product? And asked me which product, and I said leather.
And then I asked for additional context. Is this animal also? Are they using the beef, or are they just getting the leather? For example, I'll go on fur, where we just slaughter an animal for fur and dispose of the meat. I think that's wasteful, and I think that's wrong. I think that's stupid.
So it's wrong because it's wasteful? It's not
Yeah.
wrong because you're taking the life of an animal. It's wrong because it's wasteful. So you're okay with fur?
Well,
as
no,
long as we
no.
eat their bodies.
Well, yes, because then
I just wanted to say one point was all the animals that everyone eats are genetically engineered, so there's no natural.
Also that, on top of
genetically
that.
engineered in which?
Well,
what
they're
sense?
selectively bred to be the way that they are
Well,
right now.
well, it's natural. If you're genetically engineered, that's just selective
Whatever.
breeding. Humans
Again,
can do
that's
the
an
same.
appeal to nature. Something being natural doesn't mean that it's good or bad, so it doesn't matter.
See, this is what it is. So you raise a point.
I didn't, he did.
Okay, refute a point, and then you're like, oh, it's appeal to this, appeal to that. So what is your first principle of this argument? Your first principle is that...
My first principle is that it is wrong to exploit an animal for an optional product. And you say, is it wrong to exploit an animal for an optional product? And you can't answer that question.
No, so my point is, if I'm okay with animals being used for food,
I'm not asking you that. I'm asking you, is it okay to exploit an innocent animal for an optional product?
Let me finish my point. Don't talk over me. That's not how you have a discussion.
Oh, but I asked you a question and you never answered
and
it.
I'm answering it now. I think
you didn't.
Nah, I think you just need to take a deep breath, stop being emotional, actually have a conversation, because...
I think you need to be able to answer questions that I ask you if you want to have a conversation.
And you kept changing the question and moving the goalposts.
No, three times I asked you the same question. Is it okay to exploit an animal for an optional product? Did I not ask you this question 3 times? Did I ask you this question 3 times?
You're getting emotional.
Did I ask you this question 3 times? I asked you this question 3 times?
Yes, define exploitation.
Okay, so then I'm not getting emotional or anything. I actually asked you the same question 3 times until you actually answered it, didn't you? So you can't possibly answer questions, and on top of that, you're an animal abuser. Yeah. No, because you pay for them to be exploited and killed for you.
Do you want to carry the sign?
What a disingenuous person.
How'd that?
You're a good conversation. Get along with it. You're doing it right. You need to get your emotions in check.
Yeah.
The way you dealt with everyone else, the way you dealt with me.
Please tone police me some more, because instead of listening to the argument that I'm saying, it's better to tone police me. You're right.
You had a great
right.
conversation. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but you're still going to exploit and abuse animals. It doesn't matter if you had a good conversation with him or not, does it? So it doesn't really matter how we talk to you, because at the end of the day, you are going to only care about you and what you get out of it. You don't really care that innocent animals are exploited and slaughtered for you. You only care about what you want, what you get out of it, the pleasure of it. Yeah. So you kill animals for pleasure.
Yeah. Eat him. Yum.
You kill animals for pleasure. There you go. There you go. You're an animal abuser. Congrats. 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 I don't have to be friendly towards animal abusers. Especially those that cannot answer questions, because I asked you a question. Yeah.
And then you didn't.
Is it immoral to exploit animals for an optional product?
I asked you a definition of exploitation.
Unfair usage.
Unfair by whose standard?
Unfair by your standards. Is it moral to exploit an animal for an optional product?
Well, I would say it's fair, so then it's not exploiting it. And that's what my point was. And then you can't comprehend that because you're struggling to just understand.
I even said it a couple of times. Whatever you consider exploitation. I said, is it okay, is it moral to exploit an animal for an optional product? Whatever you consider exploitation. You've been tone policing me and you can't answer this simple question time and time again, okay? And then you come back again because you feel guilty about your choices. Time and time again.
What's going on, guys? 150. You better smash like, guys. I only see 71 likes. There's 150 watching. Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. How's it going, guys? My purple shoes, my purple haze. Navia, my purple haze. Okay? She said the shoes are turning you on.
I'm not in any way. I don't know, like everybody, you gotta stop listening to what the other people are saying. I don't have any form of tone or anything. I'm just normal.
Tone is giving me shit.
I love you and David so much. Tell that little bitch how it is.
Tone's giving me shit for not.
I'm literally.
Tone's giving me shit for not moderating.
It's okay. Listen, I despise when people, I ask them a question and they can't answer it, and then they start tone policing me for the fact that I keep repeating the question over and over, and they get annoyed by it. That's not it. I'm not annoyed. I don't care. I could talk to anybody right now.
I got about 5 people to run away from this sign. They don't agree that you should abuse animals, but when I say, oh, you're vegan then, they run. They run. What's going on? Mobius, Tone. I'll get back to the moderating soon. Vegan stoner lady.
You was bad faith.
Latva. John.
You know what, David? Let's do good cup, bad cup. Do you want to do that? You guys want to try a social experiment?
Jamie, Nikki. Let's go, guys. Smash the like, share with your friends.
You are
Follow the
emotional,
40-year-old
but that's a good thing. You were straight up angry, though. I was not emotional. I'm normal. I don't know why. What does emotional mean? What does emotional mean, David?
All you did was call him on his shit, and then he was like, oh, you talk nicer. So what? So
okay,
what?
let's do that. I'm gonna call people on their shit and you be nice to them, okay? That's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting. Good
Well,
cop, bad
actually,
cop.
no. If you see me at the slaughterhouses, I get into it. If you go to my channel and subscribe and watch, you'll see me argue there with it. Or my Instagram, you'll see me argue there with the slaughterhouse. You
wanna
coming
try
in?
social experiment?
Guys, no, I absolutely am down with you. Absolutely.
All right, man. Cool. Cheers. Thank
Well, let's
you.
hold it like this so that we get somebody. Actually.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Let's get somebody.
You're-
Not,
you're-
you want the animal abuse one to get it?
Yeah, dude.
I don't think people stop by for the
They
animal
do. They
abuse
will.
one.
They will. We call them on their shit right away.
Okay.
Right away. We'll get them. We'll get them.
I'm all sweaty. I'm all sweaty in my hand. I'm all sweaty under my legs. I don't know what the fuck I sweat so much.
It's because you care.
It's because I care. Sure.
Yeah. Hey guys, what do you think? Should we abuse animals? She almost stopped. All right, I'll do the social. You're probably right.
I think more people stop for it, but
Blah 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 blah.
blah blah blah.
It's so insane how people just flip that switch when you talk about one animal over the other. Is it not? Like you just get to that point and you're like, they get it, and then all of a sudden you say, what about other animals? And they're like,
I mean, we've had people.
You know, they just.
We've had people who actually were like,
I think
sounded like animal rights activists, and the minute you speak about cows,
Yeah,
chickens,
I
and
know.
pigs, it's the minute.
I
that
thought
they,
she was gonna say she was vegan.
Yeah, same.
But
same.
they stuck around. I'll give them credit. They stuck around. We had more conversations. They asked me some in-depth conversations. You came over at the end, and it actually, I don't know. I think they're gonna think about it at least. Who knows? We'll see.
I mean, the girl you had a conversation
Yeah,
with.
she was nice.
She
Yeah.
understood it.
Yeah.
So we're doing good cop, bad cop, right?
I don't know.
Since I'm being emotional, since I'm being tone policed, might
Oh,
as well
fuck
be emotional. I can be emotional.
No, like he just didn't like that you pushed back. That was it. And you had an argument, or you had a valid
No, I-
argument for everything he brought up.
I
And
think
it's
I
like,
just seem
you got
emotional
upset.
when
You
I.
want to try it out? Make this the best vacation ever? Yeah. So what's going on in the chat, guys? What's happening? Are we getting those likes up? I don't know, Chip. I think we're gonna have to start firing people. Pick the vegan out. Exactly. Dave
Talk
Major.
about
I've seen you
flexitarianism.
before.
Talk about flexitarianism if you want
Don't
people
bring that shit here.
to your
This
issue.
is Chip's channel.
We're,
Alright?
we're not about. This isn't a diet. We're not talking here about how people should adopt a diet. We're talking about respecting animals' rights. Why would we tell people, hey, you know what? On Fridays, maybe you should stop respecting their rights. On
just
Friday,
one day,
just
though.
1 day per week.
It's just
you know,
one day.
it's a
One bad day, bro.
what is it? Rights off Friday. The day where you can just, you know,
Friday you can unleash.
you can do whatever the
You
fuck
can
you want to
beat,
an animal,
can
whatever
hurt
you
them,
want, anything.
even
goes.
humans.
Anything goes. After all, you get pleasure from it, so
Do
it's all
it.
justified.
Do it. I don't know, man. Guys, come do a social experiment. It'll change your life. You'll be a brand new person. Try a social experiment. I know you want to, bro. Let's go. Don't be afraid. You'll always regret. My two,
No.
Oh, these guys want to talk. You guys talking? You guys in?
We're in a hurry. Put out next time.
Next time? All right. We'll hold you to it. There's cameras all around here.
Be careful with the vegan one. This one.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, because it says.
Wanna try it? Nah. Could change your life forever and ever and ever. I gotta hide my shirt.
That's
why
what
I
it's
was
saying.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I don't know. We haven't decided, vegan stoner lady.
What?
Haven't decided.
Decided about?
If I'm good cop or bad cop.
No,
We'll see.
I'm bad cop.
We'll see.
I'm obviously the emotional one, right?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Depends if I
reflect
get
each
mad.
other. Yeah.
Want to try it out? You sure? Change your life.
So I noticed one thing. Be careful that if other people see other people reject you, they're going to reject you because they
The
see
Jones
other people.
effect.
Yeah. Is it the Jones effect?
That's
Is
what
that what
it's
it's
called,
called?
the
Yeah.
Jones
Okay. Yeah. It's just people will just do whatever other people do. So that's where we're at.
So gonna try it out?
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. Are you okay being live on our YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to come here so that you interview?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Natalia.
Natalia. I'm Chip. Nice to meet you, Natalia.
Nice to meet you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Romania, but raised in France.
Oh, I'm from Romania also, but
Oh.
I live here. Yeah. So we're going to be speaking in English though because
Okay.
it's okay.
No worries.
So I'm an animal rights activist. I fight for the rights of animals.
Mhm.
How do you feel about animals?
Animals?
Yeah.
I love animals more than humans.
You love animals more
Yes.
than humans? Okay. I would say, do you think animal exploitation is bad?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that animal agriculture exploits animals?
What do you mean?
Like, every time an animal is farmed,
Mm-hmm.
that inherently means that they're exploited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because also animals deserve like freedom, like us.
Exactly. So do you think that if we buy animal products, are we respecting that right to not be exploited from them?
No, because we're keeping, for example, cows, we're keeping it like closed and we like forcing it to do something that maybe they don't want to.
And are you vegan?
No, but I'm trying to be.
You're trying to be?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
vegetarian now.
You're vegetarian? Why are you trying to be vegan?
Because like how I said, I don't like that we're doing like, for example, also chickens, for example, we keep it in like in cages and like we're forcing it to do something that they like want freedom, you know?
Yeah. Do you think, like, what's keeping you from being vegan today, right now?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what happens to dairy cows, right? Do you know what they go
Yeah.
through? The forceful insemination, the taking away
Yeah, I
babies.
saw the commentary about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to be. I'm trying to replace with tofu. I'm trying to find like alternatives to cheese that they might be better than.
Like better tasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But let's imagine that you can't find any of these alternatives. Does that mean that it's justified to do what we do to dairy cows for cheese?
No.
No. But do you think that, I like that you're saying this, but do you think that maybe your actions say something else?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Like after today, after this conversation,
Yes.
are you gonna walk and grab your favorite cheese sandwich?
I will try not to.
You'll try not.
We could say try. Try is a very easy thing to say. Like
Yes.
it's a lot of what we would say is kind of lip service, right?
Mhm.
I'll try to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I'll try to eat healthy. I'll try to do this. But are you holding yourself accountable? That's the question.
Yeah.
And so, like you mentioned, you watched some of these videos. Do you remember which video you watched?
No, I don't remember exactly. It was
Yeah.
a long time ago.
Do you remember what you saw and how the animal was experiencing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Was there something that's specific that stands out?
like I didn't like that. Like, for example, they keep the babies away from their mothers.
Yeah. Do you
I
know
didn't
why
like
they do
that.
that?
No.
So they keep them separate because if they stay with their mother, they would drink the milk. So they separate
So,
them
yeah.
so that they can.
Yeah,
I saw it
makes
in
sense.
Romania in my grandmother's backyard.
Mhm.
My grandmother would shoot the baby with a broom. They would
Yeah.
let the baby come in the evening, drink a little milk, and then shoot them with the broom.
Yeah,
And keep
I
them
remember that
separate.
too.
Yeah.
And you know why else they do that? Not only for the milk, but the cheese as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
So like keeping that in mind, like would you now walk away saying that you're going to try, or would you say that the cow's experience, the calf's experience, what they go through is far worse than maybe a little bit of your inconvenience?
Yeah, because if you think about it this way, right? Like you buy these products, you buy it in a store, you buy it wherever you buy it, doesn't really matter. Maybe even on a farm.
Yeah.
To you, it's just a product, and you put it in your bag, you eat it at home, maybe you enjoy it, whatever.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, when you buy this, essentially your money goes into doing this to the animals, to the separation, to the artificial insemination. So you're actively supporting it. It's like giving money to a charity that kills animals, that exploits animals. It's the same.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you get something out of it, and which I understand that it's kind of like beneficial for you because you'll enjoy it. But like, what would you say matters more, your enjoyment of that product or what animals go through?
The animals, obviously.
Yeah, and I really do think you believe that, but your actions need to reflect the same thing,
Yes.
don't they? Because if I say I respect women, but then I go around slapping women's asses, then I'm like just another asshole, another person who actually respects them, right?
That's a smart conversation.
Yeah.
That's a smart.
And I would say, because you know, you got to do better, right? So, like, and you're the only one who can hold yourself accountable in that situation, right? It's up to you to be accountable, so that mother cow doesn't have their baby stolen from them just so you can have a little bit of cheese. You know, it's very important. We're talking about living beings, right? And their subjective experience, what they go through. And at the end of the day, some of these mothers are going to slaughter pregnant even sometimes, just so humans can pretend they're cows or that they need their secretions. And so again, I think I would hold you to a higher standard, and your accountability should be more because you know, you've seen it, right?
But for example, let's say that there's a lot of people on this live watching this.
Yeah.
But let's say that they also are like me.
Yeah.
They're trying to replace cheese. What do you recommend replacing cheese with?
I think the first thing is the ethics. Find your why. The how is the easiest thing in the world. The how is just so easy. The why is the most important.
Yeah, nowadays we have some plant-based cheeses which you can, they're a bit more expensive, I would say. You can go into a supermarket or wherever you buy them. Maybe some of the, I think the best ones are the ones that you can order online.
You can make your own.
You can make your own, yeah.
Like, it's so easy
It
today,
doesn't,
but
it may not be every day like you would with a regular cheese. Let the convenience may go down a little bit, but as David said, like it's important for you to know where your values lie, because if you're going to put your convenience and your pleasure on top of what they go through, then I don't know, it's like you're essentially eliminating all their experience. They don't really matter to you if that little, because cheese is not something we need, right? It's just something we like, and I understand you liking it, right? Like I personally don't have something that I like as much. Maybe I like, I don't know, some fruit or something. I like coconut, for example. I'll tell you what, I love coconut. It has been such a difficult time for me because I found out that coconuts that are brought from Thailand, they're enslaving monkeys to get those coconuts. So I just didn't want to support that anymore. So it was a difficult period for me because honestly, there's nothing you can replace coconut with. There's nothing. So what I did is I tried finding coconuts that are from better sources, not Thailand, but other countries. I pay a little bit more and it's a little bit rarer, but I still enjoy it. It's at the end of the day, I feel like it's more important that I'm in line with my values than others, right?
That's true, yeah. But do you think that like being addicted to meat or cheese is like an addiction? Like,
I think it's a convenience thing for me. What do you think?
I think it's probably more ego actually than anything. I think our egos want to find all these reasons why, and we also don't want to like confirm the idea that maybe we're doing bad things, right? Because like if you think about it, like I have to admit fault. I don't think I'm a bad person, and we were talking about this today as we were walking. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I'm contributing to something that's very bad, and so I have to wrestle with that. And if I admit that, then I'm admitting something bad about myself. So I think that's the hardest part for me is people don't want to take accountability and responsibility because it's just I don't want to think of myself as the bad guy. You know.
And also like people, when it comes to changing your life, every change that we want to do in our life, even going to the gym or anything that would obviously benefit us easily, it's always so difficult to do it because it's change. For us, change, I think we have it ingrained in our mind to never change, to just go with what we know is good, because change could potentially be scary, right? Like that's but the reality is this change is not scary at all. It's one of those things that once you do it, maybe it takes a little bit of adjustments, maybe a month or so, and then everything you enjoyed before, you enjoy it the same. In fact, I would say you enjoy it more because you know animals are not being killed for you, animals are not being used for you, and you discover so many more flavors. I feel like when we're bound to these animal products, like even cheese, it's just this. Sure, there are different flavors of cheese, but they're they're all just fat and salt and variation of other things.
Yeah.
But like when you discover the plant-based dishes, the I mean honestly, when I discovered, I'm like, there's just so much variability to it. There's just so much good food. So it's like food enjoyment grows. You're no longer exploiting animals. So it's all benefit. It's just that you gotta accept the change. You
People
gotta
need to learn it.
yeah, people need to learn. And a lot of
Also
people
me, I need to
yeah,
learn it.
and everybody's is in a different step, right? Like as David says, there's people who are in a step where it's their ego. There are people who are in a step where they're afraid to change. There are people who are in a step where they never heard of what happens to animals. Like I speak to sometimes to people who they literally didn't know why cows produce milk. Like they don't know the whole procedure at all. And it happens, it's like we live in a society where we don't really talk about this. We just go and buy the products, which the supermarkets neatly place them, put them in a, like in fact I think cheese is marketed as this luxury product. We see it as this clean thing, but behind it is just blood exploitation and abuse.
It
So
really is.
yeah, it's just one of those things where we can make different choices,
Yeah, and I like it takes courage to come up and admit, sometimes when we're wrong, and I really value that you come up and you just tell it like it is, and we need people like that.
Yeah.
The thing is, this industry doesn't end until more people start talking about it and changing their values. It's easy to say I'm against it. Every year, like when I put this sign out, animals abuse should be legal. When I put that sign out, everybody here agrees that it shouldn't happen, right?
Yeah.
But when we replace the animal, all of a sudden they're changing their mind about things, right? So, it's a bunch of lip service is what I'm getting at, right? It's like,
It's
okay,
not only dogs or cats, it's also like chickens, like cows,
yeah.
like other animals.
And when you ask people an interesting question like, would you still support it if you couldn't get any products out of it? They would say no, because obviously they wouldn't want that to happen. So it's always about what they get out of it, about their products. Now, of course, now we know we sit with a camera, with a microphone. Egos are a little bit bigger sometimes. They want to look bad in front of everybody else, but at the end of the day, I think everybody kind of knows that they can choose something else. Everybody knows that maybe it seems difficult for some, but I think it can change. And I like it. You're clearly a open-minded person. And like David, how many people have we spoken today? 4, 5?
Yeah, like enough. But I think
you're the first open-minded person.
Today.
Yeah. So
it seems like So, I mean, what do you think after today? What do you think of right now, in this moment? Do you think any more animals should have to suffer for you? Is it?
Of course not.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll give you a card, okay?
Perfect.
So you have Dominion and the most important speech you'll ever hear. Can you promise me you'll watch? I think you'll like the most important speech you'll ever hear. It appears if you scan this QR code here.
Okay.
And let's do one thing.
And this is your.
Yeah, you have my YouTube channel and everything there.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my Instagram. This is my YouTube.
And your. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
Can you, until you watch the most important speech you'll ever hear, can you just be plant-based until then?
Yes.
Okay, I like that, number one. And number two, there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They hook you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you go vegan for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you're having maybe you can give it a try, and if you're struggling with cheese or something, you can maybe they'll send you recipes for how to make cheese yourself. It's actually quite easy. I think you just have to soak up some cashews, blend them, and add some powders, nutritional yeast. Yeah.
I love to make homemade recipes, so I will definitely.
Oh,
then you're gonna we're coming to your house because
Yeah.
the cashew cheese is incredible.
The cashew
Then
cheese.
I will
There's
wait
nothing
in
like
France.
it. There's nothing
Yeah.
like it.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Thank you.
And I forget your name. I'm sorry.
Natalia.
Natalia David.
Natalia.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much, and yeah, please change people's mind.
Thank you.
Have a great
Maybe
day.
one day you join us.
Of course.
Ozi bună.
Così bună la vedere.
Ciao.
It's pretty good, guys.
Yeah,
pretty
she's
good.
great.
Yeah, she is great.
We don't see a lot of awesome people like that, do we? Man, the sun is so annoying today.
It's hitting ya. I don't know what that feeling's like, the sun.
Can you hold this? I'm gonna apply some sunscreen on my face. On my face.
Guys, Chip's gonna apply some sunscreen to his face.
I'm gonna oil up. Audio is crackling. God damn it. Okay, everybody, we'll be back. Is the sound good now? Is the sound good?
Are we okay now?
Is the sound good now? Is the sound good?
You can't have it all.
I'm only
Absolutely, you
repeating
can't
it,
have it
but
all.
Is the sound good now? We're back.
Ho, ho, ho. Chip
Better.
broke his phone.
Sound seems fixed. That's better. Yeah,
Better.
it's my phone is shit. My phone is shit. It's pretty clear.
Chip needs a new phone,
Shit,
guys.
not this. Also this right now.
I should just give him mine. He's clearly a magician at Outreach.
No, well, tomorrow we're gonna go. Tomorrow we're gonna do outreach on David's channel. So tomorrow we'll see you on
Damn.
David's channel. Okay. So if you don't know David, David is the
Damn.
40-year-old vegan. If you're maybe new to my channel or if you're a little bit new to the community, David's channel is the 40-year-old vegan. We're gonna be live tomorrow. I'm gonna make a post also.
Let's go.
Yeah, and we're gonna do.
If
outreach
you're
on
not
his
there, you're not vegan.
You are. That's okay. You can be vegan and still not.
No, you have to be there. You have to be there. Or you're a plant-based utilitarian.
That's what it is.
Yes. No, it's not the only. So Chip lives his entire life with everything being vegan, but his sunscreen's not vegan. Come on, man. Come up with a better question than that. Jeez. What's with these people?
It says free from macroplastic, ocean respect, and it is vegan.
Vegan.
Yeah, there you go. It
There,
has the
sure.
vegan. Has the vegan label.
Like, come on, man. That's like a troll comment from 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Come on, boys. Let's
and
go.
100% recycled plastic, motherfucker.
Soon,
What do you think we're playing
Axel's gonna
over
be
here?
on this side of the
We think we're
planet
playing
soon,
over
huh?
here? I think that is YouTube, not your equipment. I have crackling issues lately too. Okay.
It could be updates as well.
Yeah.
So that could be a thing as well. That sucks. Is it still bad or is it
Free
okay?
from microplastic, but comes in microplastic. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah,
appeal.
because not all plastic emits microplastics. I don't know if you're aware about that.
But let's keep appealing to futility, right, guys? Let's
Yeah.
just keep it up, you know, just to exploit animals, right? That's it. That's it. Audio's
Capitalism
good.
is
Martin's always there. Martin, you do so much. You're such a great support. Hey, Will, what are you saying? Go vegan, Will. It's about time. And Will, if you're not vegan, I'll send you a pacifier. You can swap out the cow's milk. I'll even send you a blankie. Just send me your address, and you can stop pretending you're a baby cow. How's that?
Kill pigs in gas chambers? Yes, that's how they killed pigs.
That's
in gas
exactly how they kill them, Will.
Yeah.
Will's bent out of shape.
You want to try a social experiment?
No? Talk to me. Talk to
I
me.
grow produce and try. I don't follow. Okay. Well, Will, if you don't buy animal products, then it's all good. Just don't buy any animal products. It doesn't matter. Or of course,
Well.
you should also not farm animals yourself. It's the
Well.
same. It's not about paying somebody to farm animals. It's about not farming animals. Animal farming is inherently cruel.
Open a
It's bad.
sanctuary. Open a sanctuary. Bro, you'll be a hero. You open a sanctuary, people love you, man. Leave the animals alone.
That's
Look
right.
at leave the animals alone. Coming in?
Would you be? Yeah. You want to try a social experiment?
No. You guys want to try it? It'll change your life.
Is the sunscreen tested on animals? No, I just showed you that it's not. No. Hey Peg, thank you so much, guys.
Peg.
We're gonna have a nice dinner.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
What else we got? What else we got, guys? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, share with all your friends. We're doing a social experiment today. You guys in? You out? No comprende? No habla English? No hablo
Meat is the
español?
healthiest food. No, it is not.
Ew.
It's the only true superfood. No, it is not.
Imagine
But
in 20
BZX12, we've already discussed this before. That's not.
Imagine in 2025 eating a rotten corpse that had bugs on it and feces all over it.
Yeah.
Like pathogens like E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter, Listeria, avian influenza, tuberculosis. How disgusting.
And Peg, in case everybody doesn't know, Peg Buckner is a certified nutritionist now. So congratulations, Peg.
Peg, awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, and you can clearly ask her
Peg knows.
anything. Peg knows everything about nutrition now.
Stop exploiting animals. It's 2025. People, wake up. Wake the up. Are you in? Saw you coming over here. No? She was looking, guys. She was looking.
I think let's just stay 10 more minutes. I don't want to stay for longer. We should start earlier. Tomorrow we're going to start.
Tomorrow we are going to start earlier.
Yeah.
Go subscribe to Axel, please.
Yeah, Axel, that's cool.
He does a lot of great work on Discord and YouTube.
That country song that Axel released lately, pretty good.
There might be something upcoming. I won't tell you more. I can't tell you more. Guys, want to try a social experiment? No comprende, no fala Portuguese, English. All right. I'm just gonna stand here and troll your stream. Milk is for babies. Can you imagine humans drink cows' milk? Can you believe that shit? That's so disgusting. How naive and stupid are humans to drink cow's breast milk? Like, the stupidest thing ever. Like, let's steal babies away from their moms so we can pretend we're cows. Who fucking thought of that shit? Who thought to stick their arm up the anus of it? Who thought to stick their anus up a cow's rear just so he can artificially inseminate them? How perverse is that? Disgusting.
No, I think they just looked at the cow's biology and realizing that it's difficult to get to the cervix. So, hey, if we make this giant glove, we put them in their anus, we put a hand to our anus, we could literally hoard the cervix.
I think they were just doing nasty things to the cow because some people will be perverted.
I mean, it's obviously coming. Well, it's not. I'm assuming it's coming from some form of. Is it vivisection when they cut the animal?
We're making Axel blush, by the way.
We're making Axel blush.
It's good. That's the whole point of the stream, Axel. That's why we're out here today.
To make Axel
Jake,
blush.
you're great too. Go subscribe to Jake. He is the vegan Truman Show. I hope you're okay with me saying that, Jake. Jake's always live. I think Jake was born live.
Yeah, even when he's not live, he's live somehow.
I think he should have a.
You guys want to try a social experiment?
Come on. Yeah. Here we go.
It's okay. You gotta let them decide when they're like that way. They gotta make the decision.
So we might have potential here. Oh, they're coming. They might get hit by a bike or 1,000. There's so many bikes here. It's crazy. Yes, it's cringe to eat cows. Hey
wanna try a
guys.
social experiment?
Here we go.
I would just ask you some questions about animals.
I'm gonna bow out because I'm falling asleep here.
Okay. Are you okay being live on my YouTube channel?
Come on over.
Yeah, sure. That's fine.
How old are you guys?
I'm 19.
19.
I'm
okay.
20.
Okay.
Also 19.
Okay, above 18, so you can consent. That's the important part, yeah. Okay, so.
How many people are watching?
120, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so I'm Chip. I'm an animal rights activist. He's David. He's also an animal rights activist. We fight for the rights of animals. How do you guys feel about animals?
I like animals.
Like animals?
Yeah.
Yeah, me
What about
too.
you? Say
Me too.
All of them.
Yeah,
All
I
of them,
think
yeah.
everyone loves animals, right?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah. Do you like animals, David?
I'm okay. I like animals.
You like
They're
animals?
okay.
I don't really like animals. that much,
Sometimes
to
I
be
think it's
honest.
okay
I'm just impartial, but what do you think about this? Should we abuse animals?
That's
No.
interesting.
No?
No, I don't think
we
so.
shouldn't.
I know people do, but yeah.
What would you say is abuse? How would you classify abuse?
Well, that's a good question, I think. What do you,
Like, let me ask you this. Would you say kicking an animal, is that abuse?
yeah,
it
I think so, yeah.
Would you say putting a knife to their throat, is that abuse?
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So kicking them is abuse, killing them is abuse, right?
Yeah.
Is emotionally, if you emotionally scar them, is that abuse?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So any form of physical or emotional harm, essentially, right?
Yeah, I would
Well,
say so.
it could kind of depend on the situation if it's like life-threatening for you.
Yeah.
If you're being attacked.
Yeah.
it's
Let's call it let's call it unnecessary
Yeah.
abuse,
Yeah,
right?
of
Like
course.
like okay. So do you think that in a situation where we are buying animal products, we are actually paying for animal abuse?
I think so.
Yeah. And do you think you can be against animal abuse while simultaneously buy it, pay for it?
Well, I think you could say you're against it, but I feel like you would still be part of the abuse if you tend
Exactly.
to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Are you guys vegan?
That's so funny, actually. I was with a friend of mine who just went vegan, and
Yeah.
she saw this documentary. I think it was Dominion.
Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was
Nice.
I was like 10 minutes in, and I just had to stop watching. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to be vegan for like a week.
Hell yeah. For a week? Wait, why for a week?
Because I thought it was quite hard. I just wanted to see how it goes because I still live with my parents, and I don't know. I just wanted to find how easy it was, or because I don't know.
So you were doing it for the ethics, though.
Yeah,
the
it
ethical
was
reasons.
with the mindset of like, oh, this
Right.
is horrible. But yeah, I've been vegetarian before, and I just kind of got out of it. But now I'm kind of getting into it again. So
Yeah. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about this idea
It's
of
definitely something I want to try later, but now it's kind of hard because I also live with my parents, and I don't really pay for my own food and such, so I don't want to inconvenience them. It sounds kind of weird because you're killing animals, but I think it's also hard to maybe change those habits. So it's definitely something I want to try later on in my life, but it's kind of hard for me right now to take
about you?
such a switch. But
I also have the same feeling about
Same
it, but like my father also has the same feelings about it, and he's trying to convince my mom to like buy less animal products.
Yeah.
So we're trying to eat less
Yeah.
meat and dairy and stuff like that. But it's still hard because if you're like grow up with it and then it has become quite normal, and then you try to shift to non-animal products, it's just kind of hard. But we're
You-
trying to.
Yeah. Are you guys religious?
No.
Is your family religious?
no.
No.
Let's say if you come home and all of a sudden you become Muslim, are your parents gonna respect that?
no.
No?
I'm sorry. No.
Mine don't really care.
Let's say okay, Jewish then. If you already become Jewish, is
Yeah,
your
I think
parents-
they will be okay
They
with
would be okay
We'll
with
say
that.
Buddhist.
That's a little bit weird.
But
No,
you can
the
really
reason why I
become
say
Jewish,
Jewish
right?
specifically is because
Oh, right.
Jewish people don't eat pork, you know.
I know, yeah.
So in that situation, if you were to be saying that, hey, I'm Jewish right now, they would be respecting that about yourself, and they wouldn't feed you pork, right?
Yeah, I guess so, but we
Yeah.
don't eat pork. We just eat chicken at home. So
I get that. I get
Yeah,
that.
but I
But,
get-
but the point I'm trying to make is that if you are, because like veganism is an ideology where it's about respecting animals.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, a religion is also an ideology, but it's way more complex than that. It's a whole philosophical realm of rules and laws where there's a God and a God, whatever. I'm not religious. I don't care. So, but at the end of the day, it does boil down to an ideology that you follow when you see somebody doing that, right? So, if your parents would respect that ideology about you, why do you think they wouldn't respect you choosing to be vegan? I mean, after all, it would be the compassionate and fair choice towards animals, right?
Yeah, and you mentioned you were able to go vegan before, right?
vegetarian. though.
Vegetarian.
Yeah, I think like that's an easier switch to make because my mom doesn't like to eat meat, and my dad and my brother are just like trying to be manly and eat meat, but
Oh. Insecure.
but yeah, I feel like that switch is easier to make. I also live in a village and we have local farms, so if I would buy animal products, I would go there probably, preferably.
But you don't see what happens, all of it that happens there, do you?
No, I know, I don't.
Like the thing is, like take for instance dairy cows, right? Like let's imagine the simplest thing: cows that produce milk. Why did they produce milk in the first place?
Because they got pregnant.
Yeah. You've seen the Minion. You've seen.
Yeah, I've
you've
seen it.
You've seen what happens. Yeah. So who do you think gets them pregnant? I'll ask them because you've seen it. Who do you
Okay,
think gets them pregnant?
The farmers?
The farmers get them pregnant. You're right. Is that fair towards the animals for us to decide for them to be pregnant?
I don't think so.
No. That's okay. That's one. When the babies are born, they get separated from their mothers. Do you know why they separate them?
So they can take the milk instead of the calves.
Exactly. Yeah, you're smart. I like that. Okay.
Thank
If
you.
the baby is born male, they don't produce milk. So what do you think happens to them?
They kill them.
Yeah, that's where veal
Yeah.
comes from. And if the baby is born female, they have the same fate as their mother. When they grow, they stay separated from their mothers, and when they're at an age that they become fertile, they impregnate them. They take their babies.
18 months.
They impregnate them. They take their baby. They exploit them for milk, and they do this every year so that they produce milk every year. And around the age of 6 or 8 years old, it depends on the farm, it depends on the breed of the cow, they kill them. Do you know why they kill them at that age? Because cows can live 24, 25 years.
Because it just costs money, right?
Yeah,
They're
it costs
not
money
as
to keep them
fertile,
alive.
or-
Yeah, and they're no longer fertile. That's true. They can't get pregnant anymore. No, nobody was made to be impregnated 6 times repeatedly throughout their life. Like, it's highly unnatural for any being to be in that position. So obviously, to keep them alive would cost them money. So they just kill them directly.
How many babies does one cow?
Just one, I think.
Just one? Okay.
It's,
Do they
I
have
think
more
it's
than
2
one?
to 3, but oftentimes a lot of them will be sent to slaughter pregnant, even.
Oh, that can happen. also.
Because they want to get as much money from the cow. It's an economic thing. So even pregnant, some will give birth inside the slaughterhouse trucks even. So if you can imagine that happening as well, it's all encompassed. So 2 to 5 years, generally speaking, maybe 6 years if they're going to have a third, but their milk production, like you said, slows down and they're considered useless after that. So,
and even on the best farms, the thing about it is that farmers care about their animals as I care about my laptop. It's they're an object to them. That's the sad reality. They're like, so the thing is, for farmers, there are farmers who actually care about them as the individuals that they are.
But once your laptop's broken,
Yeah,
you throw it out.
I throw it out
Yeah.
and get another. It's the same for animals. And the thing about these animals, the farmers who get attached to the animals are the ones who cry when they send them to slaughter, and so the next time they no longer get attached because it's an emotional drain. It's emotionally draining to do this repeatedly. Not every year because you do it with multiple cows, so you do it almost every month. Let's say.
and they're not actually going to the slaughterhouse. They might drop them off, some of them, but most of them will have someone come pick them up. So they're really far removed from it. And by the time the next round comes, they don't have time to think about the individuals that they may be action with.
Yeah, that's to say that the farmers aren't the bad people, right? Like, they're not the bad, they're just disconnected. Like, we all are disconnected from the situation. But we as the individuals that buy these products can make choices that affect also these farmers because there's been several success stories where these farmers have transitioned into oat farming or other type of plant farming, and they actually ended up making more money and no longer being as miserable as they have to send their animals to slaughter, right?
Yeah, some sanctuaries actually.
Sanctuaries, yeah. So it's a little bit like if you think about the whole people who are involved in this industry. Also, the people are suffering, the animals are suffering, and all of it because we pay for it because we make the choices. I understand you guys are living with your parents, and it's a little bit different, but your parents aren't forcing you to eat, right? They're not forcing you. You are still making the choices. So I'm just argue like I can't be put in that position for you. I can't know exactly how it is like to live with your parents because I don't. But I would urge you to push back as much as you can because if you really think that this is bad, then you are still responsible. Even if your parents do it for you, you're still responsible because you're making the choices yourself.
Yeah, I would argue, like, since you guys know a little bit about it, that you guys should hold yourself to a different standard, right? Because a lot of people around here will come here and they'll do the lip service thing where they'll say, yeah, it's bad. Oh, I feel good now that I said it's bad. I'm washed of my so-called whatever. And it's like, okay, that's just lip service, right? I didn't make it to the gym today. Oh, I'm feeling bad. I didn't eat the right food today. Oh, I'm bad. But this is really important. This is someone's life we're talking about. This is many lives we're talking about.
Yeah.
So oftentimes people just walk away and not really take it that seriously. And again, like, these are individuals. They have feelings. They want to be with their friends.
Yeah.
They want to be with their parents. They just want to live and be left alone, right?
Where does the motivation come from to fight for animal rights for you?
For me personally, so my entire family worked in animal agriculture.
Oh, really?
And I followed suit. So I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. I used to work for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency.
Oh, you're Canadian.
So 15 years I worked in it. I also worked in the welfare, so-called welfare side of things.
So you've been in the place.
I've seen it,
You've seen
right?
It. Yeah.
I've seen it not only exploit the animals, which I think is the most important part, mind you, but I've seen them exploit the workers, right?
Yeah.
It's not college-educated people going in there. Like, it's not like you guys are going, Mom, Dad, I want to work in a slaughterhouse when I grow up. I want to chop some heads off. No, right? You would never do that. You would never even comprehend to do that. but it's marginalized people or marginalized communities that are used. Immigrants, refugees, all these people that are fleeing a country, or they're leaving war, or they're leaving their situation.
And who
this
gets
is-
the money, David, by the way?
well, of course. I mean, who gets the money at the end of the day? It's this greedy animal agriculture system, right?
Yeah.
A system that would do this to animals, mind you.
Because those workers are also not paid well in this situation, just to be clear.
I mean-
they're exploited just as much.
Yeah, PTSD, drug, alcohol addiction, increases in violent crime rates right around slaughterhouses, workplace injuries. You got to think about the pathogens that they contract. I've seen people cut off limbs, you know, and for what? For what at the end of the day, when you can easily just get a different product, right? Yeah.
Do you think the responsibility is in politics or by the people, just the people?
I think it's supply and demand, right? I don't like if I'm gonna go and go to a politician and it's just me, what's that gonna do, right?
Right.
If you're like, I agree, but you know, I just don't have time to fill out the survey, or I don't want to do it. I mean, it's got to come from the people, right?
Yeah.
So would you say that what's happening to the animals is an injustice?
Yeah, it is.
It is, right?
Yeah.
So like any other injustice, what would you guys do in that situation?
Speak up about it or do something.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
that's the whole point, is you know it's wrong, you know what's going on, and just like if you heard your friend was getting beaten up by their boyfriend every other weekend, you would try to stop that, right? Just like any other injustice. Yeah.
But just to be clear, sorry, 1 second.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so just to be clear, we're not asking you necessarily to speak up for animals. That would be amazing. But what we're asking is the bare minimum is to not pay for them to be exploited and treated like objects, right? To make the different choices, that's it. Not to speak up on their behalf, that would be awesome. And you ask him, I'll also tell you my quick story. I was a software engineer, I earned a lot of money, and you realize when you start making a lot of money, you realize that money means shit, doesn't mean anything in life. But what means something is when you actually make a difference for the world. So that's what I wanted to do, and just turned up animal rights was the one thing for me, and it actually feels good to fight for animal rights. So that's what I'm saying. Like, imagine, it feels good to fight for animal rights, and it feels good to be on the right side of history, because we all know that this isn't a good part of it. This isn't the one thing we should be paying for, right?
I'm retired because I was diagnosed with PTSD.
By working in the...
Yeah, like because of the flashbacks and night terrors and stuff that I get.
Right.
I'm lucky. I have a therapist. I'm able to speak with people and have a good supportive community. This is actually, this is therapy for me, right? But a lot of the workers won't have that. They won't ever have that chance, right? They got to go home with that conscious on their mind, right? And I'm a firm believer, as long as we continue to consume violence, have people participate in that violence, we're going to live in a violent society. And if you can imagine, like, these little vulnerable beings, like, if we treated them with kindness and respect and all these things from a young age, I think we'd be a lot further, right? It's these greedy companies that are doing this.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna ask me something else.
No, I was gonna ask you how did you stay there for 15 years? Like.
Yeah, so it was about. So I got sick initially. A lot of workers do.
Yeah.
I developed something called Campylobacter and E. coli. It did a lot to my system. Most workers contract these pathogens. So it affected my central nervous system. I got a cyst in my spine. I developed blood clots in my lungs, so I was off for some time. Ultimately, I was forced to leave because I had respiratory issues. And then I went into a different part of the industry. And then I went into something called animal health, where I reviewed all the cases of the so-called worst of the worst welfare issues. And I was flashing back to what I saw years previous, and I was having night terrors. And my partner at the time, I was saying, I just don't want to be a part of this anymore. And she helped me go and change. So yeah, I didn't even know what veganism was. Like this was 11, 12 years ago. Like, I had no idea the word. I didn't know the philosophy behind it. I just thought it was a diet at first, but then I learned that it was something more. And then I learned I could speak up about it. I was scared to speak up because of my history. I thought, these people are going to beat me up or something. I did. I had those fears, and I was also concerned about my health. I'm like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And all I did was eat lentils. Actually, I was eating healthier when I first went vegan, because I was eating beans, lentils, also broccoli, and having little stews every day. It was great. So, yeah.
Well, it's nice you're out of it.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So, protest? Like, do you protest or do you?
I do all sorts. I'll go to slaughterhouses. I'll stream live there and showing people what takes place there. I've been kicked out of places before. I organized something called We the Free. It's a 3-minute movie challenge. So we show the public the truth, like Dominion, but in a 3-minute form. It's consensual. People come in. We have a children's version, and it's very immersive. Yeah, the children's version is like for children, right?
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
And it's not a violent cartoon.
It's not. And yeah, and it's been transformative. Like we have 180 teams globally. We started in 2021 with just a handful of teams, and we're really changing the world. And I know like it's a big ask to ask people to speak out, of course, because sometimes we find when you put too much on someone's plate, then they kind of just feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
But I like to ask people to get involved and speak up for the little guy. I know it might be counterintuitive, but you know.
No, you're doing great actually.
Oh, thank you.
Are you based in Amsterdam or just here? Like
I'm
for content?
Toronto. I'm visiting my friend, and we're gonna go to Vegan Campo, which is in the UK, and on Friday.
Yeah, but this weekend there's actually a festival in the Netherlands called Vegan Festival. I don't know exactly the name. Vegan Festival something this weekend.
Do you know
yeah.
where it is, or is it Amsterdam?
It's somewhere outside of Amsterdam. I'm not sure exactly where.
Oh, cool. And
Yeah.
they just have like vegan meals, or?
They have vegan meals. They have, I think, also some places where you can learn more about why become vegan and stuff. Vegan tattoos, maybe stuff like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It's so funny because when my friend told me about Dominion, I was looking up like arguments against veganism, like why wouldn't I go vegan? And there was this blog about a woman who was like, yeah, you'll just miss it too much, like the meat. I was like, is she being serious? Like I was like, I just wanted some real arguments, like
a real life personal experience, right?
yeah, but I just also wanted to know what wasn't
Factual
beneficial.
argument maybe.
Sorry?
Like maybe a fact.
Yeah,
That-
like a
yeah.
fact, like why wouldn't you go vegan? Like a full-on fact.
Like an
but-
actual fact,
Yeah.
right?
I can tell you why people
I can tell you.
wouldn't go
Wait.
vegan.
I'm gonna
You
go first.
Yeah, okay.
12 years I've been looking for that fact.
And there isn't one.
Well, I can tell you that there's a couple of things where people don't want to go vegan. That is convenience, right?
Yeah.
We live in a non-vegan world. Obviously, being vegan is a little bit more inconvenient, right?
Of course, yeah.
Just like, I don't know, 100 years ago, we lived in a world where women didn't have rights. If you were the one of the person who would respect women's rights and fought for their rights, it would have been also inconvenient to be that person, right? That's one thing, convenience. Another thing is, no, it's just convenience. There's nothing. It's just convenience.
I also think it's ego because I
Ego
think
also, yeah.
because we don't want to look at like nobody wants to be the bad guy in their story, right? A
Yeah,
bad
right.
person. So if you actually start to think about it and what you're paying for, what you're part of, you might start to think, oh, am I doing something bad? So
And you don't want to think of badly about yourself. So
Exactly.
yeah, I think ego's really up there, and I
Yeah.
think sometimes that's the tricky thing, right? Because
Yeah,
it's very easy to get
from seeing the
yeah,
actual.
like when we
choices,
do
yeah.
when we do this one, you know, we're inviting the ego right away, right?
yeah, you're right.
But what we do is we do that, and they're like, no, animal abuse is wrong. But then we're like, so you're vegan. And then it's a kind of an easy segue, right? Because it kind of just gets the conversation out in the open. However, it can be a little bit of push back and forth. That's good.
Depends on the people, though. Depends on the people. I would say we had one open-minded person. You guys also seem open-minded people, which is nice to see because you're young, right? So it's important to see. But you know, you got to keep in mind that being open-minded isn't just about having the mentality, because you clearly have the mentality that it's wrong what we do to animals. But it's also about acting on it, because if you only keep the mentality but you don't act on it, it's hypocritical, right? Like imagine me saying that I respect women, but I then go around slapping women's asses. Hell, it's just lip service for me, right? I would just be an asshole who says that I respect women. It's the same, like if we say we respect animals, but then turn around and pay for them to be put into slaughterhouses, be treated like objects, then we're assholes. That's what we are.
Yeah.
Nothing more. But that's the thing about it, though. All the world and all the industry is trying to put you in that position where you buy their products because they get money from it. But so that's the difficult part of it. Well, that's not even the difficult part of it. No, the difficult part of it is dealing with people. That's just it. People who, oh, I'm vegan. Where do you get your protein from? I'm vegan. How come? Are you nutritionally deficient or something? Like everybody just thinks being vegan means something bad. Yeah, you can be healthy. You can be building muscle, not building muscle, thin, fat, whatever you want to be on vegan, on a plant-based diet. It's just
It's really nice.
people
And
want to
so-
find reasons
So
not
like
to be.
you guys know that like the how, right? Or sorry, the why. The why is right there. You know why you would go. The how is just as simple. When you keep that why right there. Like imagine you had to go to the grocery store, the supermarket. What do you call them here?
Supermarket.
Supermarket.
Albert Heijn?
Albert Heijn, right.
Albert Heijn. Imagine you go there and Dominion was playing right beside that animal product. You're probably going to choose the other option, right?
Yeah, the products are intentionally keeping you as distant from the animals as possible so that you don't connect it. You just buy a product, not the animal.
Yeah, after I saw like the 10-minute part of the video, and I work at the Albert Heijn, that's really funny.
Yeah.
And I was looking at all the meat, and they have like this little icon of a pig on it, and it's like, well, that's not really what.
That's not true.
that is,
Yeah,
you know? So
yeah.
I think it's also pretty misleading, but I think, it's just really misleading, right?
It is. It is.
At the end
Do
of
you
the day,
think
it is.
there's an ethical way of consuming animal products?
You tell me.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I don't think there's any ethical way of consuming animals.
No,
I mean,
right.
I would extend rights to animals. I'm not saying I give a cow a driver's license, but much like cats and dogs, why not extend those rights to them, especially here in the West? And stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think there's an ethical way to farm dogs or cats?
Sorry?
Do you think there's an ethical way to farm dogs or cats?
What do you mean by farming?
Yeah.
I mean, like, you control the breeding process and when you kill them.
Oh.
Sort of like
No.
you do with cows.
Sort of
Right,
like
yeah, no, I get it. Okay, yeah, no, of course not. But I mean, like.
Like even in the best cases scenarios, animals are still, the breeding process is still kept. Like that's the thing about it. We think so little about these animals that we essentially say, what if they have a lot of space, right? That's the thing we always say. But the thing about it, animals don't just need space, you know. They need mental stimulation. Like the reason why they cut off the what do you call
beaks?
The beaks out of chickens in large industrial factories. They do that because they're bored out of
shear
their
them.
mind and they start pecking at each other because of boredom. Pigs start cannibalizing each other out of boredom also. Like they're like us. Why do we assume that only we are the only ones who need intellectual stimulation? They also need it. They're just not as smart as us, but they play. They like to play. That's clearly that they want to do things, right? So an animal doesn't just need a big place and for us to put them there and some food. They need stimulation. They need to be friends. If we're going to keep on stealing their friends so that we can kill one of them per month and then eventually kill them, if we're going to keep on impregnating, if we're going to keep on taking their babies, I think we're violating their rights regardless, right? So, but if you find a dead animal, I'll tell you this, if you find a dead animal on the street and you're like, I want to eat this animal, I'm not going to tell you not to do it, but, you know.
Right, no.
What's your view on keeping pets, such as dogs and cats?
So I would say it's more about companions. We would use the word companion. It would be if you're rescuing them, you're taking them out of shelters. Obviously, breeding is really bad. There's so many animals in shelters. Actually, one of the outreaches I do is I've gone out and I've said they've decided to put cats and dogs on the menu, and they're coming from animal shelters. What do you think? You know, and people are just triggered by it, right? They're like, no, they shouldn't be doing that. No. And then we go on to the other animals, right? Because we just don't really see a difference between them. Like I've been around chickens, cows, pigs. They're wonderful animals. If you go to a sanctuary, hang out with them, they're unique. They have their own personalities, you know? And it's strange that we've just pushed them aside and kind of made, there's police here.
Yeah, they're treated like objects everywhere.
Yeah, they really are.
They really are.
Yeah.
Like they're created as objects for companionship, and you don't have to pay for them to be created as objects of companionship. But if you rescue one from a sanctuary, you keep them in your house, and you treat them like an individual and not like a slave or a property that you have. I don't see a problem in that. It's just the problem is of everything else, right? Like we don't have a problem with having relationships with animals. And I don't mean romantic relationships, right? Just to be clear. I mean like relationships, you know, like friendships, like you would with an animal. There's no problem there. It's just that there has to be some form of consent in that also, right? Like the animal has to, I guess the animal cannot really choose you. Oh shit, my battery's upping up, huh? But they should at least be allowed to make some choice there or something. Not be forced into existence only to be used as an object.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna give you girls some cards, girls and guys. Thank you. Yeah. So I'll give you this. I'll now tell you one thing. On this, if you scan this QR code, there's a thing there called Challenge 22. They help you go vegan. They put you up with a nutritionist. They send you recipes every day, and they help you adopt a plant-based diet.
Yeah.
All of it for free within your budget. And if you're having difficulty how to speak to your parents or anything like that, you can even subscribe to that and talk to them about it.
They'll help you out with ideas
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and you can
they-
always reach out to Chip as well, or myself. So.
Yeah, you have my social media. There's no how should I put this? You're not in a unique situation. There's millions of people, well, maybe not millions in your exact situation, but there's millions of vegans out there. There's several who have been in the same situation where they've been living with their parents. Hell, I've talked to so many people who've been living with their parents and they still said that they'll try. And there's people who have had success by saying, well, their parents respected their choices and their parents became interested themselves and became vegan, the whole family. And there's people who their family didn't become vegan, but they respected their choices. Very rarely I saw people whose family didn't respect their choices. But that also created a rift, and they saw that means they don't really respect them as a person, right? Because that's the whole thing about it. If that's who you are, if you think it's bad, then you shouldn't be doing it because somebody's telling you to do it, right?
My friend Cody, he was 13 and he went vegan. His parents aren't vegan.
Oh, okay.
And so he's 18 now, 17, 18. So he was able to have the conversation with them. Say, look, I don't want to eat animals or be a part of that anymore. So, yeah.
But one interesting thing I want to tell you, it's the most important speech you'll ever hear. There's also Dominion that appears on top. But if you can't watch Dominion, that's okay. Watch the most important speech you'll ever hear. And
I watched that for school. I had to watch that.
you watched the most important speech you'll ever hear, this one specifically? Or
Oh, no, wait. No, I'm sorry. It's a different one. It's about
You'll enjoy it.
agriculture.
Yeah, this is also talks about. It's a guy who. There's this guy called Gary Rovsky. He was doing talks about what we do to animals, and somebody pulled out a phone and filmed him, and then they put it online. It's got like millions of views. It's a really good speech.
Powerful.
So anything, if anything else, you'd at least get some enjoyment for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, how long the speech is. You'll learn something new in the process. And you might make a choice on how you feel about it yourselves. And you have all the resources required there to make the choices yourself that you want to make, okay?
You guys are all so like kind and cool, man.
Of course.
It really gives me a lot of hope.
Have you had weird people come here and talk to you guys, like get mean and
Sometimes,
stuff?
but again, it's the ego thing, right? It's like, actually, I would prefer someone talk to us and get a reaction. Whether it's positive, obviously I want positive, but negative's fine too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something.
You learn something from them as well, like where it comes from.
So there's a
Yeah.
dialogue going on.
There is.
It's
And
better than apathy. It's better than.
It does drive me crazy when people just walk by, you know, we're doing these things, right? So, yeah. What's your name?
Thank you. Summer.
David. Summer.
I'm Lucas.
Lucas,
I'm Chip. Nice to meet you. Lucas.
You're Chip?
Tuna?
Yeah.
Donna,
David.
nice to meet you.
And Donna.
David.
Good luck today.
Thanks.
Thank
All
you so
right,
much.
guys.
Thank
you.
We had a good conversation, I think.
Yeah.
So,
Glad you guys joined the experiment.
Yeah.
You guys are hesitating. I saw you're like,
Yeah.
what are we getting into? And now you're gonna walk away and be like, what did we get into?
No, I'm really
you're-
happy
I'm-
we went over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really happy too.
no, we had a good.
It was
really enjoyed
great,
it. Thank you
actually.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
Well,
All
thank
right,
you so
guys.
much. Have a good
Thank
day.
you. All right,
Have a
good
good one.
luck.
Bye.
Thank you.
Nice guys, huh?
You got ended well.
Yeah. Let's end this because I'm all sweaty.
Hello. Guys, what did you think? Will's still here.
Yeah.
Will's still doing stuff. What do we have? 93 likes, okay. Fair. We could get up to 100, but okay. Fair.
Wait, what does 40? Tone says 40 the trooper off the plane and doing outreach. Yeah, right?
I haven't slept 2 hours.
Right? He's been on a. It's insane, this guy. This guy's insane. He just does outreach like.
Bro, what
instantly.
else is it? Tone, you do the same. Don't you do the same, Tone? Tone's always out for the animals.
He's always there in Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Yes.
Tomorrow it will be on David's channel, as I said. We're gonna go there tomorrow. we're gonna maybe we create a thumbnail or something tonight, and so that they know and I can share it. We'll see you there tomorrow. We're gonna be doing outreach. I don't know if it's still here. Hey Chip, do you know if Sunday is on for We the Free? Asks Anik. Good question, Anik. So the equipment is at my place, but I'm not gonna be here. But I gotta talk to Tasha. Chances are yes, most likely yes, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I'll talk to Tasha and let you know. Maybe come, Anik, come to David's stream tomorrow at the 40-year-old vegan, and we'll see.
No, we better go. We better go. They're laughing. Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh yeah. I shouldn't forget about
Luis.
we have this
Luis.
competition on my channel where the first person who comments gets a shout out. Tone was the first person to comment.
Tone. Let's go. Thumbs up for
Hold
Tone.
this for a second.
Let's go. Tone wins.
Tone wins.
He
Tone
won.
wins, everybody.
He's the final boss. He won.
Final boss.
He won veganism.
Yes.
Have a good
great
night.
Day, great evening. I'll
See you
in the
guys.
next one. Subscribe and see you on David's tomorrow. Okay. Bye everyone. I haven't clicked end yet. Don't drop the comments yet. This isn't a competition. You don't know when I'm gonna drop the comment.
Yeah.
Can you press end?